At least you taking
Exciting.
eating chocolate and having a pina colada. I'm ready.
What?
Poggers. Poggers.
It's called depression, honey.
What?
Yes.
Yippee. Okay. I'm gonna have. Go ahead. Since Rudy is actually in the corner with Nathaniel, um, yeah, I'm gonna have him cast Thunderwave. Uh,
Shit.
whichever one doesn't hit us. I'm struggling to visualize it. Okay, cool. I'll do that then. I don't know. Oh, let's not do that then. Yeah, so let's not do that one. I can't. You didn't send me like the rolls or anything for his spells. Okay, cool. Mhm. Cool. It should just say. It should
As long as you don't
just be
have roll
like.
20 up, it should just roll it.
Yeah, you should.
It's really weird.
Extend. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you can manage extension, and then you can turn it off. Yeah. Ihr Lieben, let's fucking go. Mhm. Okay. So, is there anyone like immediately next to me? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna do conflict wounds and inflict wounds, not conflict wounds. So it's a plus to hit. I got a 18. It was a
18
14
to
plus
hit.
4. Yeah.
Good. That hits.
Huh.
You're currently inflicting wounds on a dwarf, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
He's a flesh character, right?
He is made
He's a
of
fleshy
flesh.
little
Yes,
guy.
yes.
Cool.
Can confirm dwarves have flesh. Yeah.
Can confirm. Thank you.
What do you mean? They're made out of stone.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna be necrotic damage. That's why I need him to be
Wonderful.
fleshy.
Okay, so you affect Bone Chill as well. He can't heal for 2 turns.
Awesome. And he takes.
Yes.
Let it stop rolling. 10 damage.
10. Sweet. Perfecto.
That kind of sucks because the most damage I can do to him is 30 there. And that was 10. 1/3 of it. Okay, cool. Holy shit. Sorry, I've just realized I could do spiritual weapon. I haven't fucking used it once. Spiritual weapon is a bonus action, and it's
Yeah.
up to you whether I can spawn it and then I have to use it next turn, or I can spawn it and use it on the same turn.
As a initial cast, I'm going to let you use it the turn you summon it on.
Cool.
So you get an extra attack.
I'm gonna summon it to be. It has to be in a square that no one's in.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I'm pretty sure. It's
You
floating.
could technically summon it in the doorway you were just stood in, because you had to approach the dwarf and use 5 feet of movement to move away from there. So there is that open space.
Is there anyone else around me then? Around that, like that doorway, like 5 feet.
Within 5 feet.
Yeah.
The dwarf is still on the edge of that, so yeah.
Is he
So
still alive?
you can attack the same guy. Yeah, he is still alive.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna roll to hit.
But not for long if you keep this up.
14 plus 4, 18.
18.
18 hits, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And then we have a d8 for damage.
Is it 1d8?
Yeah, it's a 1d8 plus 1, so it's gonna be a 5.
Gotcha.
5 damage.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wonderful.
But it stays there. It just I can move it about on will.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
so
all.
It's got its own movement. Yeah. Was it only 5 foot for that?
Yeah, it's basically I can summon it in whatever shape I want, but it's basically a melee weapon that floats.
Yeah.
So
similar to
I'm
Mage
normally...
Hand, but it's a weapon.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
I kind of just I think in the past I've spawned as a leaf just to beat the shit out of people with a leaf.
That is incredible, honestly.
I don't know what drow would spawn it as. Maybe a
money.
smack him with a dollar bill. A piece of gold. Just
literally
like a
slap him
gold
about with a coin. Yeah.
A gold coin. Sounds good. Just
Okay.
a huge fucking ass coin. Okay.
This dwarf just got bitch slapped by a coin and took 5 damage. That is incredible.
Exactly. That's why I love it.
Okay, so next up, if that is the end of your turn, I don't think you have any actions left.
Not drow. Rudy doesn't have any bonus.
Rudy can heal with a bonus action. He can.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will give you a hint. The Nathaniel, who is not aggravating at all, is currently sat there wasted. And obviously alcohol is a form of poison. So he has started this encounter with 20 HP out of 50.
Okay, cool.
Man, I have flashbacks to that one time.
That one time, like literally the same day this is happening on. Yeah. Nathrali's in the corner just crying like, I know how you feel.
Is it a cantrip or is it oh, it's cure wounds, is it?
It's a single spell slot he would use.
He's used one so far, right? Or has he used
multiple? Has indeed, yeah.
Just how many does he have? 4?
He has actually used 2 spell slots.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you've got 2 remaining for first level.
I'm gonna save it then.
You also have 3 level 2 slots and 3 level 3 slots, and you can just scale up the healing with that.
Yeah, and that did you send me the pictures before he leveled up to level 6?
I think I would have, yeah, because we were still level 5 during that session.
Cool. He hasn't learned anything since, right? Because I think he can get an extra spell now that he's moved up. If you
hold on, let me just spells. Yeah, I'm gonna do that now.
Oh yeah, I forgot we leveled up.
Yeah.
What spells do you have listed for him?
I have Mending, Vicious Mockery, Cure Wounds, Detect Magic, Healing Words, Speak with Animals, Thunderwave, Detect Thoughts, Heat Metal, and Speak with the Dead.
Okay, so he actually has all the same.
He's not got a new one or anything.
No, I haven't added them. Because I'm a lazy shit.
You can do that now if you wanted to.
I could indeed. I'm gonna give him Charm Person.
Ooh.
And
I come to realize that I think I meant to add more spells to my character. I've only got Eldritch Blast.
Have you? Oh my god. Have you pressed manage spells on the spells thing, Celeste? I'll
Manage
take that as a
spells.
no.
I only know 2 spells. Am I meant to know more?
What are you?
A
Sorry, that sounded
warlock?
really weird. Class. Yeah.
Warlock.
You should be able to prepare spells.
Okay,
I
so
can learn spells.
for
Yeah.
some reason it won't let. Oh, okay. I have to choose a cantrip. That's why. He's gonna get thunderclap as well then.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, that's all for now.
Have I
Sweet.
been an idiot this whole time?
No, we all have. It's fine.
Yeah, we all have.
All right. Next up would be Grug and Bonk.
I'm meant to know 6 spells.
Wrong.
I know 1 spell.
Okay, so how many people are surrounding me, or could I make a dive for Merida?
There would be 3 directly left of you.
Mhm.
One of which is in reaction space, and there are 3 behind and to the right of you.
But only one opportunity attack if I went for.
If you went for Merida, yeah.
Okay. Before Greg goes into a rage, would he have a sense of if he left her on her own?
What's
Not
that, Vanwa?
Merida. Yeah, if he left Vanwa on her own, she'd be able to defend herself, or is he,
Okay,
thinking, oh
so
god, they're going to attack her?
as Grug is looking at Vanwa, she is sort of like puffing her chest out. She is ready to fight. She's joining you guys on this, and Grug feels like, she looks like she's so pissed off that even if she's smaller than him, she can probably handle herself.
Okay. Greg is going to go into a full-on range and just sort of go for Merida.
Mm-hmm.
And
Almost as if it's in reply to this, Vanwa herself also appears to reflect a very similar state of being. You can see veins in her head, like, growing out, like, bulbous, like she's ready to tear something in half.
okay, this is pumping Greg right up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! He's going to scream that in Orcish, though, so no one
Okay.
else but him.
Him and Bonk are the only ones to understand this.
He is, and
Yep.
he's just going to full-on, I want to say try and do a flip over the bar to get to her and just come down with his sword. But obviously, I'll take the opportunity attack first.
Okay, so the opportunity attack would be... Let's see... Let's say 2 with a +5, 7 damage you take from that.
Worth! That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I'm going to just, like I said, do a flip over the bar, and as I'm coming down, bring down my sword as well. Right on her
Straight
face.
onto Merida. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for attack. You are very likely going to hit this, by the way.
19.
Yeah, that hits. Damage.
And 20 damage.
Wonderful.
I've got another attack as well.
Yep.
So that one's a 13, so I imagine that one doesn't hit.
Still hits.
And that one does 20 damage as well.
Wonderful.
Nice. But I use my bonus beforehand for the rage.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd have 3 attacks.
Yep. Right. Following this, Vanwa is inspired to do pretty much the same thing and is going to run directly to, like, frog leap over Grug, essentially, as he was jumping the bar.
Right. Can I actually do it, like, low on my back and push her up to give her a bit more height?
Absolutely.
just for flavor, because
So
I know I don't have any more actions or anything.
Yeah, she sort of, like, goes all the way up. She goes, like, 10 foot in the air. This is a very tall ceiling. Obviously, it caters to Grug, so it has to be. And as she comes down, she's going to put both hands together in a one giant fist and just smash it down on the top of Merida's head.
Yeah.
I would do the same if I was kidnapped
Ooh.
for fucking years.
Which
She's a barbarian.
does quite a bit of damage as well, actually. Yep. She is
Ooh, how
actually a
much does it-
barbarian, yes.
Let's go.
She does another 7 damage. She doesn't do a lot of damage,
Yay.
but she hits. Like, her roll to attack is very good.
She's got this.
She do
Little
got this.
girl power.
There we are. So next up, we have all 6 of the patrons to take their turn.
Yay.
So the dwarf, tiefling, and human on Drow's side, on the right side of this tavern, are all now going to react to both Rudy and Drow, who cast the initial attacks. So let me just get Rudy's character page back up. There it is. They all roll below both your armor classes, so they fumble.
No.
They, one of them will like shoot an arrow and it'll just completely miss because they're still recovering from the slight concussion they got from that thunder wave. So the dwarf closer to you goes to hit you, but actually ends up catching himself on the handle of the gold coin that is still floating in the air, unseeing it, and just kind of like stops dead in his tracks, confused, and just sort of stands there for a moment pondering what the hell just happened.
I was just gonna piss themselves laughing. Just like,
There we
what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. The dwarf just kind of looks embarrassed, but kind of like dead behind the eyes, like there's no one even there to process what is going on. It's almost like they're being puppeteered. Right, so next up, the left half of these patrons, they actually roll 11s to hit Vanwa.
Oh, no.
And they all also miss.
Lol.
With the bar being in the way, they've essentially just ran from the left side straight down the middle of the tavern and just plowed right into the bar itself, stopping
That is
dead in
so
their
funny.
tracks.
Oh my god.
Did they come within 5 feet of me when they did that?
No.
Okay.
You're closer to the right side than the left because Grug would have been stood towards the left, which is why he was within opportunity.
Right.
Yeah. And that ends their turn because they're all stupid. Next up would be Emrys.
Okay. I think with Grug and Vanra just beating the shit out of Merida, I'll just start chipping down some of the patrons.
Mm-hmm. So which side do you want to take? The ones at the bar or the ones behind and to the right?
Yeah, the ones that just pulled into the bar.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna sprint towards them.
Right, there's a dwarf, a human, and a half-elf. The half-elf is the most heavily armored of the lot. No, he's not. The dwarf is. The half-elf is
That's
the
so
more
funny.
dexterous-looking one. Sorry. Very sleek body image. Could definitely run faster than you. But the dwarf is very heavily armored. He's got, like, the chainmail, the big steel helmet.
Yeah, I
And
think
the
Emrys will see him
human,
as
the
well.
human is just wearing leather.
Okay. I'm gonna start swinging for the dwarf.
Gotcha. Roll your attack.
It's a 20 for the first one.
That hits.
Just a little bit.
That really, yeah, that definitely hits.
15 damage.
15 damage. Okay.
Whoa.
Again.
And you're gonna do it again. Wonderful.
That's a 14.
14 misses.
Okay, I'm gonna use a bonus action to swing with my halberd on the bottom.
Yep.
18 to hit.
Hits.
And that is a cheeky 8 damage.
8.
That's my turn.
Leaves him. Ooh. There we go.
I'm
Okay.
gonna save this fight.
So we're going to assume that on this first hit, the dwarf has realized you're there, and he's like recoiled away as you've gone for that second swipe, and then as you've gone down, realize you've missed, you've brought the hilt back up and smacked him just in the jaw,
Beautiful.
leaving him slightly dazed.
And that is my turn.
Wonderful. Next up, we have Nithrali.
Woo! Spells to use finally.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Who you
wanna
blasting?
I want to cast
You want to
Witch
cast?
Bolt.
So anyway,
Fucking
start
hell.
blasting.
Who you aiming at?
Yes. I would like to cast Witch Bolt. Yes.
Yes.
English.
Just throw cats at them at this point. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Just pick up Taciturn off the
Um,
table and throw it at
Yeah.
Merida.
I do not know who to cast it on.
Be gone.
The closest people to you would be the ones the Drow is currently fighting.
Oh, then I'll hit
Everyone.
Yeah.
Wonderful. There's a
Anything
dwarf, a
else?
tiefling, and a human. Who are you going for?
The dwarf. Fuck the dwarf.
Because you hate
We
short
go
people.
back to
Gotcha.
being born underground.
Celeste's shortest.
Right.
Heightest.
I got a 19 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and I got 20 damage.
Ooh, nice.
Yippee.
The dwarf, even though appearing to be essentially controlled and puppeteered by some distant thing, also seems to be losing a lot of his energy. There's no like visual bruising, cuts, or anything like that. It's almost as if your weapons aren't actually damaging the surface level of this dwarf. But you can see that he's like tiring down, like he's losing control.
Okay. I can't really do anything else, sadly. I don't.
Yeah,
really
I know you
bonus
don't have
action
much for
attacking.
bonus, do you?
No.
I'll allow a non-damaging cantrip if you have any of those. So if you want to like bolster up or heal, if you've got anything along those lines.
Unfortunately, sir, most of my cantrip seems to like to damage things.
Understandable.
I think. And the only other. Well, where's my cantrips disappeared to?
In spells.
Spells.
Yeah.
They should be at the top of your spells list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damage too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
you
Unless I
sound like you're
cast-
reminiscent about Vietnam.
Yeah.
Unless I
Back in my
cast
day.
Mage Hand and get the Mage Hand to pick the guy's nose, then I can't.
You can absolutely cast Mage Hand, yeah.
Grab him.
True.
Grab the fucker.
Oh,
He's only little.
you're right. Okay, yeah, I'll cast Mage Hand.
Okay, the Mage Hand would take an initiative of its own with a +1.
Ooh,
Roll for initiative.
it gets fucking 9.
9.
9.
Okay. So your Mage Hand essentially has to wait until the end of everyone's next turn until it can make an action.
Understandable. Have a day.
But if you want to have it do anything that doesn't actually directly affect the fight, you can do whatever you want. It can use movement,
Nah,
by the
I'll
way.
leave it for now.
Okay. Right, so it's back to Drow, I believe. No, it isn't actually. It's Nathaniel's
Oh.
turn. Hold on. So Nathaniel still sat down on the table, sort of picking his hands up in the air, letting them drop, laughing at the sound it makes. Notices that Rudy has just stood up and blasted these 3 guys away, and sort of just lifts his drink up in the air and goes, "Hey, bar fight!" And he just looks really happy with himself, and then takes a big swig of his drink, and then that's his turn.
I love him.
He is wasted, by the way. Right, so then it's back to Drow.
Yeah, I wanted to see if it was possible for me to make an investigation check on the scissors.
You can. It would not be an action or anything like that. You can do that while it's your turn,
Oh.
for sure.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll that. My investigation is +6.
Okay. What are you looking for exactly?
Any kind of indication on what these fuckers do. Unless
Okay,
it's just
okay.
like Portal 2. the Reawakening, Electric Boogaloo. I don't know what.
No, I got you.
Uh,
Yeah. You're basically looking for anything off about them.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you get?
I got a 15 plus 6, 21.
Okay, I'm going to consider that a hard pass. Yeah. As you lift them up in the air, sort of inspecting them after, your previous turn, there is no time passed whatsoever. You're sort of just like, because at the end of the last session, if you remember, Merida tried summoning the scissors to her and they were caught out of the air.
Yeah.
So you're wondering what is the deal with these. You're lifting them up, sort of inspecting them, sort of circling around, looking for an indicator as to what is so great about them. And you notice, as you turn, the scissors glow a palish blue as they're directly between your vision and Merida herself.
Oh.
So
As in, like,
the only
there's a-
conclusion you can come to is that Merida is some magical being in disguise, maybe, who has crafted these scissors for a specific purpose.
Okay.
I don't
So
want
there's
to
no.
fuck us, but did Merida have a turn and I just missed it, or?
Merida has not had a turn, no. Intentionally.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just really confused.
I was
'cause
gonna say,
No,
that's a
you're
good
good. You're
point.
good. I intentionally didn't give her a turn.
I want to see if I can. It's fine if this is my action, but I just kind of snip the scissors above the gnome. See
Above
if that catches anything.
gnome?
Not the
The
Was
dwarf?
it? The dwarf. There we go. Same thing, right?
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so as you clip these scissors above the dwarf, nothing seems to happen to him, but he does sort of meet your eyes with his and sort of gives a knowing look in his face. And just sort of, you feel this power over him. Like, there's a secondary thought within your head that maybe you can sway him to do what you want him to.
That's so funny because I have a spell called Command. Wow.
Well, you don't need to use it because you can just, I don't know, give it a shot, see if you can get him to do something.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just get him to dance. No, he just starts taking a jig right now. He's gonna. I'm gonna point at Meredith and be like, "Kill."
You're gonna make him attack Merida.
Yeah.
Okay, so he readies his axe in his hand and he starts
Mhm.
trudging towards the bar.
Oh, no way.
And as he's leaving your immediate space where you were stood next to him, the tiefling gets an opportunity attack on him,
Oh.
as he is now considered your ally.
Mm-hmm.
And the tiefling strikes him to make 4 damage. And it just so happens this dwarf only had 4 health left.
Fuck.
The dwarf crumbles to the ground, a lifeless bag of bones. And he is dead.
I'm gonna share the information that I just found with the others and be like, "Hey guys, magic scissors."
Rudy gives you a knowing nod and sort of, okay, how can we use this?
I'm gonna throw them at Rudy.
You're gonna throw the scissors at Rudy?
No. So I think he just pushed everyone away from him anyway, so I don't think that will matter unless he does have people around.
Yeah,
him
he only
still.
has Nathaniel next to him, and Nathaniel is wasted drinking.
That'd be so funny. I completely miss and just like in the middle of his fucking forehead.
In his bag.
Okay, right. Okay. I'm gonna. Are you taking that I told him to do something as my turn?
That's gonna be your bonus action.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna. If I go and snip again, can I move towards the? Was it the tiefling?
That would be another bonus action.
Oh, your classic moving is okay.
No, the snip.
Oh,
The actual
shit, my fault.
act of getting this
yeah.
person to do as you say.
Groovy. Okay.
So you can do it once per turn.
Right, that's fine. I'm gonna move towards the tiefling,
Mm-hmm.
and with my +1 dagger, I'm gonna try hit.
Give him a
That's
little stabby stab, yeah.
I was like, "Fuck!" I failed, and then I realized I have a +7.
Wonderful.
17.
That is a miss.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, that's all I can do. So now,
Okay, so you lunge at him with a
Rude.
dagger, and you realize that his armor is actually very thick. Not
It's a
leather, but
thick
still
one.
like appearing soft and like to
Mhm.
the shape of his body. And he sort of just smiles as your dagger pierces that, doing no damage.
Okay, I'm gonna have Rudavir cast Vicious Mockery
Mm-hmm.
on the tiefling.
Wonderful. So Rudy comments on the fact that, you know, this set of armor that the tiefling is wearing is just very tight, and he questions his sexual preferences and that sort of thing.
Oh.
The tiefling seems unaffected, but does take the damage.
How much damage do they take?
Vicious Mockery, that's a cantrip, so you are looking at 7 damage.
Ooh, okay. I was expecting like 2.
Mm-hmm. So
That's
even though
really
there's
good.
no like obvious infliction being made, you can tell that the energy of this tiefling is sort of draining away slowly.
Sounds good. Okay. That's all we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're back to Grug and Bonk.
Rogue. And with that roll, he's going to take 3 attacks at.
3 entire
Merida.
attacks at Merida, gotcha. Okay,
Well,
roll
I
for
mean,
it.
he'll take one at a time because if he kills her, he'll change his mind. But you know,
True. Okay, roll for the first then.
that is a 27 to hit
That is definitely a hit.
with 14 damage. I rolled 2. Oh, that was fucking terrible. That was a really bad roll. I think that
14's
is the
decent.
lowest I can. That's the lowest I can actually hit for.
Yeah. Okay, so she stumbles back from that attack, but you see no actual concentration on her face. Like, she's not quite in her own head, it would appear. There's very dull behind the eyes.
Ah.
It's almost like every single enemy in the room is not in their own body. Yep, you can do your next attack if you want.
Why aren't you fighting?
She has no reply. It's almost like she's
Okay.
unconscious, but her eyes are open.
Okay.
And Grug, based on your backstory, you're going to assume that she's really badly playing hide and seek.
I found you.
No reply.
Okay, she must be counting. Grug is going to actually leave and just run into, from what I remember, where I am in the bar. There's a sort of cellar to my right, if I'm correct.
To
the
your
barrels?
right would be the sort of hallway out to the back section where they keep all their drinks. Yeah.
Yeah. Grug's going to run there and try and hide.
She does get an opportunity attack on you, which is only going to be an unarmed strike. She appears to be absent, but actually isn't. So you take an 11 damage as you run away.
Damn, she hits strong for an armed attack.
She really does. That was a 9 with a +2.
Jesus. I only get 6 from an armed strike. Like a base 6. I can't get any more than that or any less.
That's kind of crazy.
But yeah, Greg has gone to hide.
Mm-hmm. So you are in that back room after taking the damage.
Yeah. Anything in there that I notice? Anything strange?
No, everything appears normal the way it always was, because you have been back there once before. Nothing seems different or out of place to you.
Is there anywhere that I could hide?
There are several empty oak barrels that you barely fit in.
I'm gonna hide in one of those.
And there's also Merida's room.
Ooh, I'm gonna go in Merida's room.
Through a locked door.
Can I break the door? I've still got 2 attacks left.
Yeah, you can attack the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and try and hide as much as I can.
Okay. Roll to attack the door. Just damage, no hit or miss.
20 damage.
Okay. So as you blast your way through this door with your hulking rage, you come into a very red, very velvety decorated room. There's a few like golden vases on the sides circulating the room. It's a rounded room, no corners. And in the center is a very large bed. And appearingly nothing else for you to take or use to your advantage to hide.
Can I hide under the bed?
You can indeed. You do fit quite snug.
Then I'm gonna hide under the bed, and
Okay.
that's gonna be the end of my turn. I'm gonna say to Bonk, Bonk, we need to be quiet now.
Bonk goes, "Look," just whispering under his breath. And that's your turn. Okay.
Yep.
That is possibly the best turn of combat I've ever seen. Ever. Out of anything. That leads it to the enemies again, I believe. Oh, technically no, it's Vanwa's turn now. Okay, Van was gonna punch Merida in the face. While yelling, "You bitch." And that is gonna do quite a bit of damage, actually.
Nice. Hell fucking yeah.
8 plus 5. So that's going to do 13 damage to Merida.
Yes.
God, she hits like a truck with her fist.
Merida's body appears very battered and bruised already from these few attacks that she has taken. But she still seems to not react in any way whatsoever.
Hmm.
And
Maybe
then
she's not pulling the string.
we're going to go to the patrons again. So the tiefling and the human both stood next to this now dead pile of dwarf. Are going to look up at Drow, see the scissors, and they're going to try their best to attack Drow to get the scissors from them. So
Who's attacking me?
both the tiefling and human that were next to the
Oh,
dwarf,
that's
you
fine.
just opportunity attack to death using them.
I'm so sorry, Nick.
Yeah, you could.
That's not fun.
They both roll 18 and a 12 to hit.
12 to hit, or wait, you said 18 and then a 12 to hit.
Tiefling 18, human 12 to hit you.
Oh, so the tiefling hits me, the human does not.
Gotcha. So the tiefling swings a short sword at you, dealing only 5 damage.
Oof. Ouchies.
And that's going to be his turn. Both their turns. And then the dwarf, human, and half-elf are going to focus Vanwa and Emrys. That's a... Yeah, Grug absolutely left you to die. The dwarf rolls a 12 to damage Vanwa, which hits. And that's gonna only be 1 piece of damage. No, it's not. Hold on. 4 damage to Vanwa. Leaving her still very healthy and not giving a shit. The other 2, let's see. One only rolls a 9 to damage Emrys, and the other rolls a 11 to damage Emrys. Both miss, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, both miss.
Okay, both still very stumbly, very out of it. They both just sort of stumble about, swinging in random directions, hoping they hit you. Both miss, but the one, thinking they were hitting you, actually hits Vanwa. Just grazing the sort of cheek from the back end where she is facing Merida. After their turns, it's gonna be Emrys.
Okay. Just see what we can do. think seeing Grug run away, Emrys is just in pure disbelief, right?
Wondering what the
Mouth is
hell's
just
going on,
open,
yeah.
like, what the fuck, Grug? Okay, he's gonna try and protect Vanwa. I think. Can I try and put myself between her and was it the dwarf that went for her?
The dwarf would be stood literally stomach to the bar. There is no between.
To the bar, okay. And Drow is still surrounded, right?
There are two to the right of Drow.
Okay.
If you're looking from the door, that is. So your left.
This could be a waste, but I think I'm gonna cast Bless to try and give us a bit of a boost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it on Drow, Vanwa, and
Cool, thank you.
Nifrali.
Okay.
Yep.
What are the exact effects of that now?
You just get a D4 on any attack you make. Bit of extra damage.
Aw,
Okie dokie.
thank you.
And then I think that's me. Let's see. Yeah, that's me done. I'm just gonna center myself, so if anyone comes into my reach, I can get a reaction on them.
Hmm.
Just try and keep watch over the battlefield, I guess. That's me done, I believe.
Gotcha.
Cheeky Bless.
Little cheeky bless. Bless with the boys on the weekend. That's gonna leave Nithrali.
My turn?
Yep.
Ooh.
So you've got the two still alive in front of you, where the dwarf you were fighting with Drow was. And you've got three towards the bar stood next to Emrys as well.
I'm gonna attack the two in front, and I want to use Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
I'm gonna attack both of them.
Yep. One each then.
Where's Eldritch Blast? Found it. I'm not blind. I am, maybe. I rolled a 15 to hit.
Isn't Eldritch Blast a hit no matter what?
Like a hit regardless?
Oh no, that's Magic Missile. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't sure if Eldritch Blast was the same or not, but that can miss, can it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you rolled, what was it?
A 15.
15 to hit the tiefling, that would be a miss.
Oh!
Roll for the hit on the human.
Oh, damn.
I rolled a 9.
That would definitely miss.
Yep.
Okay, so both blasts sort of just zip past these guys and just like put tiny dents in the wall.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Such a
Yeah,
brief
but
encounter, over
gonna
too
have
soon.
Yeah. Rip my turn.
Yeah. So then it would be Nathaniel, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of people involved in this. That's why I put all the enemies in one. Nathaniel once more will raise his drink, realize it's empty as he goes to drink it, and then get very annoyed with himself. And then he's going to stand up, draw a sword, and charge at the tiefling. Joining in on the fun. He rolls a hit and does 2 d8s of damage as he is in a drunken rage. That is, let's see, +5, so that's a 10, and he also does a 13, so he does 23 damage to the tiefling.
Let's fucking go.
And that ends his turn. Putting it back in Drew's hands, because Merida still is completely blank and doesn't seem to be reacting to anything whatsoever.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna go to the tiefling. Even the tiefling's still next to me, right?
Yes. The tiefling and human are both now within 5 feet of you.
I'm gonna snip over the tiefling's head.
Mm-hmm.
Just the same way I did to the dwarf.
Yep, he gives you the same knowing nod, as if waiting for instruction.
And then go kick the shit out of what's her face behind the bar?
Merida?
Merida, there you go. I was gonna say Meredith.
Okay.
As in, like,
in
TH on the
the
end.
yeah. In a very similar fashion to the dwarf, he just sort of plods along, very autopiloted almost, and the human gets a opportunity attack on him,
Piss.
which does again exactly enough damage. It's a 9. The tiefling had 9 health remaining. The
There's
tiefling
no
also
way!
drops dead to the ground.
I'm so angry.
Excuse me,
Why don't you just get them to
Sorry.
kill each other?
Sorry, I couldn't even I couldn't hit that bitch. But this fucking human is able to get it before I am.
Opportunity attack would be an automatic hit in
I'm
this
so mad.
session.
9 damage.
Yeah, the dwarf was
Which
only 4
person's
health and he got
not
hit for
down
4. And this
There's
tiefling was
no
9 health and got
way.
hit for 9. Yeah.
At
least- Look, at least on your next turn, if you do it to the human, they still have 39 health.
I fucking missed everything.
Fine.
I'm in disappointment.
I can't believe it.
Shit.
The
Okay.
chances, though, it was 2 perfect rolls.
I was like, right, I'm gonna go for the stronger one, because who the fuck is gonna be able to kill this bitch straight up?
Yeah.
No, that bitch is dead.
That bitch dead as
Oh.
fuck. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right, so that was your bonus action. You now have
Yeah,
your
and
action.
I'm gonna slash at the fucking human like, you fucking bitch! And then just like, I'm gonna slash him with my +1 dagger.
Yep.
I got a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I'm going to give you advantage on this one because during this time he is still attacking, like still withdrawing from his attack on the tiefling.
Okay, so I roll again.
Yeah, take the highest of the 2.
Cool. It's a 5 or a 15.
Okay, they both miss.
No, 15 plus 7.
15 plus 7, that's a hit.
Yeah. Okay, cool. 1d4 plus 4, and then plus another 4 from the bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's so hard to roll a fucking triangle.
It is.
So 4. So 4 plus 4
8.
plus 4.
Oh, 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, so 12 damage, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Stabby stab. Yeah.
There we go.
And then I'm gonna move
Same reaction as the other guys, by the way. The dwarf and the tiefling, when they were attacked, they sort of seemed to like lose energy, but they just seem like more tired, a bit more sluggish as you go.
And now I have my spiritual weapon, which will just dawdle on over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna hit 15 plus 4.
To attack.
19. Yeah.
19. Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, cool. And then it's a 1d8. I'm so excited to use all of these dice. I've just been using a d20 so far. 3. That's 4 damage.
4 damage, okay.
Smack him.
The human, upon taking this damage from, was it a coin, did we say?
Yeah, a big fat coin that
Okay,
just
the
slapped
coin-
in the face.
And the coin quite literally just zips through this human's body. Like a bullet. Like just
Hell fucking
instantly
yeah.
rips through. The armor taking damage in itself, and also the human taking that 4 damage. The human's AC is going to drop,
Yay.
as he is less armored than he previously was. So he's gone from an AC 19 to an AC 15.
Oh.
Right. You still have Rudy to go as well.
Shit, yeah, right. Okay. He's gonna... Wait, who's still alive?
All 3 of the ones by the bar, and the human is still alive.
Okay, just about, I'm guessing.
No, you just broke his armor.
Oh, cool.
He's like halfway.
He's gonna shoot his crossbow across the bar.
Yep.
At the human.
Gotcha. I'll do the rolls for that. Where is he? That is a hit, and we take. That only does 5 damage.
Better than nothing.
True. Leaving the human at 18 HP. Alright, so that would be action. You still have a bonus action from Rudy if you want to heal up or anything.
I mean, I've only had 5 hit points of damage, but if anyone else needs it.
Yeah, he
anyone
actually
else
has healing word as well as cure wounds.
Yeah.
So we can do either one.
Okay.
Nathaniel is 28 to 50 HP still as well.
He hasn't taken any more damage?
No.
Okay. Yeah, heal him.
Would you like cure wounds or healing word?
Which one's the touchy?
That would be cure wounds.
Yeah, you can run over and touchy the fucker.
Yeah.
That sounds really bad.
Oh, that's good.
Not in that way.
It heals Nathaniel for 4 at level 1.
Okay, cool. That's
so he's
fine.
24 out of 50 HP now.
That's better than nothing.
And he is absolutely your ally as well. He is fighting on your behalf.
Love that fucker. He's so drunk and it's just great.
But he is also in a blind rage again, is where he might swing.
That's okay. We all swing in the wrong way sometimes.
Me
Yeah, I think that's it.
Me
Literally.
Me, Nathaniel, me swing.
Nathaniel, me swing.
Swing
Right.
low.
What have you done?
Not much.
That was out of my head.
You're welcome.
It's not anymore.
Next up would be Grug, who is currently playing hide and seek.
Yup.
Grug and seek.
Yep.
I mean, I really don't know what Grug would do. He's just going to be sat under the bed, kind of waiting for something to happen.
Not much time has passed. It's only been a few seconds since you actually decided to hide.
Anything under this bed worth looking at?
Stains.
Or in the room?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you want to know.
Just stains.
Like, because under the bed, he'd probably be looking out, trying to see if there's anything in the room.
You could roll a perception check.
Oh, yes, my strong suit.
You are technically out of the fight right now, but I'm still considering it turn-based.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For a perception, I got an 11.
An 11, okay. So you do notice that it's very strange that Merida would keep only a bed and some pottery around.
Pottery?
But yeah, she literally has the outline of this circular room filled with vases, like a vase for flowers, you know. But there's nothing in
Are there flowers? Oh, okay. Greg is going to go full Link and just start smashing the pottery.
But each one you smash would be an action and slash or a bonus action. So you get to smash 2.
I got 3 attacks and a bonus action.
It's technically not an attack.
Can I make them an attack so I get 3?
I mean, you can attack them specifically, but if you're picking them up and throwing them, then that would be a separate thing. Just a little bit of technicality. But you can straight up just punch them, and that would count as your, you can then do your 3 attacks.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna punch 3 of them.
Okay, so there are actually 6 of these all in all.
How many can Bonk?
Bonk is gonna join in. He's gonna start just picking them up and throwing them at the walls.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Yeah, he's joining in. You with your 3 attacks, you get the 3. Your bonus action would be a 4th, and then Bonk would get a action and bonus to destroy the other 2 as well. So all of them are just piles of rubble around this room now. Bonk is like looking at you with this really proud look on his face, just going, Plunk.
Grug is just gonna giggle to himself.
Yep. And that is an even better turn than your last one. I like that even more. You've gone from playing hide and seek to just trash in Merida's room.
Yeah, Grug gets bored quite quickly.
Yep. And then we go to the 4 remaining enemies.
No. Van Weer, you're missing it.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Don't miss Van Weer.
I forgetty spaghetti. Alright, she's gonna actually like chokehold Merida, slam her against the bar, and that's gonna be her attack.
Fuck it.
She angry.
Oh, got me enough.
Basically, Merida doesn't actually. No, not Merida. Vanway doesn't have a weapon. She's using her hands. So she uses grapple as well as an arm strike, which is going to be a 7. So she does 7 damage to Merida. Merida's form sort of taking a bit of a barely noticeable change. You know, the veins sort of draining of what appear to not even be blood, but going very pale, very an almost seasick green color. And that is the end of Vanwa's turn. So next up is the 4 remaining enemies. The dwarf, human, and half-elf bar side are all going to aim for Emrys, as they have now realized that Vanwa is out of reach, even though she's the only one they've hit. Let's see. 7. A 12. And a 20 to hit. I think the 20 is the only one that hits Emrys, right?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. And that's gonna be... Ooh, good luck. 8 plus 5. So that's gonna be 13 damage.
Oh my god.
That's not bad for 3 people trying to hit you, actually.
Yeah.
And then
Ouchie.
the human on the other side is going to swing with a hand axe at Drow. Which hits. Yeah, that's 14. No, not 14. 24 to hit.
Oh, okay.
Because the modifier kind of chunky. And it's gonna be 13 damage as well.
Okay.
Yeah. But that ends all of your enemies' turns.
14. Okay.
Now leading to Emrys' turn once more.
Okay. The guy who just hit me is getting it.
But
All out.
it is a dwarf, the one stood closest to the bar. Within melee
I hate
range,
him.
so there's no opportunity attack no matter what you do there.
Okay. I'm just going all out. Going the attacks again. That's a nat 20, baby.
That definitely
28.
beats the shit out of him, and how would you like him to suffer? You have just killed him.
Oh.
I think seeing how like unresponsive they are, he kind of wants to see what happens if he knocks them out instead of killing them. If he can I do this non-lethal?
You've already made the attack.
I've already made
You
the
have
attack,
killed
okay.
this man. He is dead.
I'm just gonna go straight through the middle then. Halberd coming down.
Nice.
Just boom.
So through his steel-plated armor, your halberd just glides, cutting it like butter. It just separates down the middle, and the strings of his organs barely
Ooh.
holding on. They release slowly as he just lumps down to the ground.
That's so
Oh.
cool.
Emrys
Drow's
is
like,
now
yeah.
Yeah.
Drow just holding
Fuck
like
yeah.
the shoulder that you've just been hit in, just like, yeah, you prick.
Kick him in the back, like, yeah.
Rudy is just sort of looking from, you know, where the singular human is, stood next to him, just going, nice.
What have I done?
Thumbs up.
What have I done? Justice.
Can I keep going then? Because that was an attack, right? So I have
That was
another
one
Can I
attack.
go-
Yeah, you can still go.
target. Right. Can I make this one non-lethal to try?
You can make this one non-lethal, yeah.
Okay, so there was a human, right? Is the human who attacked Drow near me at all? In
No.
10 foot.
About 20.
Not-
15 to
About
20,
20,
I'd say, yeah.
And who was next to the dwarf? Was it the tiefling?
Next to the
Well,
dwarf
the-
was a human and a
sorry.
half elf.
Half elf, right? I'll try and go for the
Neither
half
of
elf
which
then.
have taken any damage yet.
Let's change that, shall we?
Let's.
Alright, Halberd. That would
Halberd!
be a 21.
Is that a spell?
Halberd, go!
Summon
Spell,
the
I
halberd.
cast kill. Kill,
I cast punch
21 to hit.
face.
Power kill.
Alright. What are you actually doing? Sorry.
21 to hit with my Halberd.
21 a hit? Yeah, that hits. Absolutely.
That would be a Chico 9 damage.
Was it the human or
But
half
I'm
elf? Sorry.
The half elf.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna pump a smite into that as well.
Yep.
Where is my smite?
So as your halberd goes through this half elf's armor, a glow of yellow emits out as the smite activates, doing extra damage, bringing your halberd through the chest, opening up the ribs, which appear to already be dead.
Yeah.
So they're already dead.
Huh.
Appear to be already dead.
Yeah. So he's dead, right? Or is he still alive, but he's looking dead?
You did how much damage to him?
So I did. Was it 9? Yeah, I did 9 plus 11.
9 plus 11. Okay, so a good 20. Sheesh.
Yes.
No, he's left with 30 health.
Okay.
Essentially,
And then I'm gonna go.
the way this is running, just a bit of a character for you. Their health isn't their physical health; it's their fatigue.
Okay. I guess cleaving his ribs in half is my non-lethal way of hurting him. Sure.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that
I
was
mean,
a 21
you
to hit.
added smite to a non-lethal melee attack,
True, I did. True.
so the attack itself wouldn't have been lethal, but the smite is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a non-lethal smite.
Non-lethal smite.
Yeah.
For justice!
Yeah.
Punches someone in the face. Respectfully.
It's like a holy grenade, but non-lethal.
Holy hand grenade, yeah.
21 to hit.
21 to hit. Half health again, or?
Half elf, yeah. I'm just gonna
Yep,
go
yep.
all out on him.
Mm-hmm.
So that is. That is 5 damage.
5, okay. He's left with 25 health. You have taken half of this guy's health.
I'm gonna
In
let it
one
be
turn.
known that I'm trying to knock this one out as well, just if I can, if I have that action to do that.
Essentially, you just announced to everyone maybe we should keep one alive, you know, question him.
Yeah.
See what's going
Sounds
on
good.
here.
Go for the elf. Yeah.
Rudy sort of looks unsure about your choice, but nods to respect it.
Thank you.
And
And that is my turn.
that would be your turn, yes. Nithrali? Smash.
Nithrali Eldritch Blast. Nithrali Blast. Who have we got standing left?
You have 2 humans, a half elf, and Merida herself.
Oh. I'll take out the little guys first. I'll take out the humans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and take them both. Well, attack them both.
You are more likely to hit them this time round because the one human you did miss has had his AC lowered since.
Oh, thank God. Oh, fuck. I rolled a 10.
With modifiers?
Yeah,
Okay, that hits neither of them.
okay.
There's just Eldritch blasts flying around this bar while we're trying to fight.
I rolled a 25.
Okay, that is a solid hit. On either one of them. You can pick.
Any of them.
The one
it
that's
doesn't
full health or
matter.
the one that's only got 18 left.
Oh, the one that's only got 18.
Gotcha. And what is your damage?
8.
Wonderful. Okay,
You
so the
can hit
first...
You can hit
the
with 10, right?
What's that?
Oh, yeah. I get to roll a d4, don't I?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you've got the bless. And
Give me a 4.
isn't that just a +4, not a d4?
Sorry, it was a d4. I forgot to correct Drow for you.
No, that's fine.
Math
We'll just go
or
with the
I got
plus
a
4 this
2.
once. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
So that is an extra 4. So you've left them on 6 health. So the first blast, sort of trailing around, Nathaniel actually intercepts it with his hand, catching it, and sort of just looking at it like, shiny, pretty, still wasted, seeming a little less angry, and then it disappears in his hand, and it fills him with, once again, the blind, drunken rage. The second blast hits the human closest to Nathaniel square in the face, knocking him back 2 feet.
Yeah.
And then it is Nathaniel's turn, and he is in a bloody drunken rage. He's going to attack the human because he blames him for the blast disappearing. And he's gonna roll properly instead of the wrong dice. And that is a hit. So he brings his weapon up high above his head, brings it down upon the human's neck, shoulder sort of area, that connecting tissue around the trap area, I guess you would say. And it cuts the head from the right side of the neck. So it dangles limp to the left, and the human falls to the ground dead.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Yummy.
fine. Yeah.
And then Nathaniel is going to walk over with the rest of his turn, walk over to the table the human was sat at, pick up his drink, and start drinking it. And that ends Nathaniel's turn.
Okay.
Fucking love this guy.
He's so chill.
Alright, so you've got the half-elf, the human, and Merida still alive. And it would now be Joe's turn?
Is it?
Yeah, Nathaniel's last on the list and you're first.
Bet. Okay. Who's the one with the full health?
The human stood
Alright.
just on the other side of the half-elf to you,
Um.
towards the bar.
Okay. I'm gonna. How much health does a half elf got?
25.
Okay. I'm gonna step around the half elf, so I'm still in his range. So I haven't left his range for opportunity attack, kind of thing.
They are within
I'm
5
gonna-
feet of each other, so that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna snip on top of the human
Mm-hmm.
and then send him for the third fucking time
Yep.
towards that bitch behind the bar.
So he does take the opportunity attack from the half-elf,
Hmm.
but he should survive this one.
Oh no.
Yeah, thank fuck.
Not a
Yeah,
third time
he
ever.
takes 8 damage from that attack.
It's alright, he's alright.
So that leaves him on 42.
Cool.
Oh, damn.
And he approaches the bar in the same sluggardly manner. And what would you like him to do when he gets there?
Smack him with his weapon.
So he's going to attack Merida with his weapon.
Yeah.
Do you know what his weapon is?
No.
Because he hasn't actually attacked anyone yet, right?
That's true.
He has
Yeah.
failed every time. Okay, so he is actually unarmed.
That's funny.
Yep. And he is also very clearly not a warrior of any kind. He is
Love it.
literally just a random human. He could be a farmer for all you know.
I fucking love this guy.
He
Let's
picks
name
up
him.
a spoon from the bar
Let's
and
go!
lunges it directly at Merida's eyeball.
Spoon that bitch. Oh!
Oh, not the
I
eyes, not the eyes.
And rolls a nat 20 to hit.
Yes! Oh my
Oh,
god! Let's fucking go!
oh
His
no.
inside's just like curled up on itself.
Let's go!
Chris is gagging. He's just watching
Woo!
this and gagging.
This gets even better. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Doing 5 damage.
That's so good.
Well, that's a spoon.
That's so funny. Was it a nat 20?
It was a nat 20 to hit.
Oh my
That means he gets advantage on his attack,
Oh,
right?
it does actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I thought it was just straight up double damage.
Double
That
damage.
is a. Oh, it's double damage.
Yeah, it's a crit, yeah.
Is it?
That's actually
And say that's what I've
yeah,
always,
that's a
I've
correct.
always
Yeah. So he does 10 damage, which either one actually reduce Merida's character sheet to 0.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Did he spoon the eyeball? Did we get an eyeball? I need to know.
The eyeball sort of... I mean, you've all played Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
As the spoon meets the lower eyelid, it goes underneath the eyeball, severing the optic nerve, and the eyeball
Fucking hell.
rolls down the spoon, down this human's arm, and then plops down onto the bar.
My Drow just lunges for
Merida, Merida snaps back to consciousness, and the pale green color thickens, almost like it's pouring out of her skin,
Oh.
and it encases and cocoons her entire body
Uh-oh.
and solidifies. And that's it. She is just this dark green cocoon now, where Merida once stood.
Oh.
Let's fucking go.
You still have a human and a half-elf that you can attack. Merida, if you were to attack the cocoon, would no longer take damage, but will also still not attack you.
She's a butterfly.
Alright, so that is the human with his turn essentially done as far as that's concerned. It is still technically Drow's turn.
Okay.
Your bonus action is used, you still have an action.
Yeah. I'm gonna smack. Wait. Since she's cocooned, does anything happen to the half elf and the thingamajig, the human?
They are still kind of just very blank, very similar. You still have complete control over the human, but his turn has ended because you've used his action.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna use my +1 dagger. Need to roll.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 16 + 7.
To hit the half-elf, I assume?
Yeah.
That hits, yeah.
Okie doke. Now damage. Let me get
Damage.
damage. It's a 1d4 + 4. So hard to roll a fucking pyramid. Jesus Christ. 3 damage + 4, so an 8, 7. Oh my god. Someone needs to help me with maths. 7. Yep.
Yes.
7.
7
7
damage.
Yep.
7 damage to the half-elf, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving him with...
Is that with bless? Sorry.
already used.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Leaving the half-elf at 18 HP.
Rudy is gonna shoot at the half-elf with his crossbow.
Mm-hmm. I'll just get the rolls for you.
Thank you.
No, you. Right.
Oh my god.
That is a 13, which does not hit. So the bolt, as Rudy is firing this bolt, he's looking at Merida like, what the? That's disgusting. And the bolt just flies straight past the half-elf and lands in a nearby wall.
I'm like, Rudy, focus. Love it. Okay. Yeah, that's all he's gonna do.
Uh-huh. Okay, so back to Grug. While Merida has been cocooning in the other room, you are completely oblivious to all of this. You notice the room is starting to almost look uncleaned, you know, not only because of the pots that you've thrown on the ground, but because the wallpaper itself and all the velvet seems to be molding before your very eyes.
Bonk, I don't think this is normal.
Bonk in Orcish is gonna suggest leaving the room before it affects you as well.
Can I set it on fire first?
Bonk smiles, and with a click of his fingers, puts his hand to the ground and just starts this small kindling of a fire. and then just starts walking towards the door, ushering you to follow.
Okay, so logistically speaking, when I broke into this room,
Mhm.
did I destroy the door or did I just like knock it off its hinges?
It was broken in two, and it is now essentially a walkway into the room.
Could I, Jenga style, try placing them on top of each other to create a makeshift door?
You could.
I'm gonna do that as I'm leaving.
Okie dokie. I would like you. I would like you to roll. What would that be? Just do a general dexterity roll,
Oh fuck!
because you have to be careful about the way you place this.
I got a 7.
Okay, so you bring these two slabs of door back into the empty doorway on your way out. You and Bonk are sort of like nodding, like, yeah, perfect. This is wonderful. And it sort of stays there for like a second or two, and then just drops back into the room. And as it drops, you notice the fire has already consumed half of the room.
Okay, Greg is gonna with quite a bit of speed now, sort of like scoop up Bonk on back onto his shoulder
Mhm.
and walk back to where everyone is fighting. Just be like, guys, don't go back there. There's fire.
What did you do?
I didn't do nothing. I was hiding under the bed playing hide and seek, and then the room got all smelly, and then it just set on fire magically.
Hmm.
It happened about roughly however long ago she cocooned herself, and you said these effects started happening.
That sounds like something rooms do.
It would have been within like 5 to 10 seconds. So yeah,
It happened 5 to 10 seconds ago.
Wow.
Greg doesn't actually know that. He just says,
Who c-
you know,
I was
something
gonna say,
weird
how could
happened.
it
We did
tell?
this, that sort of thing. He clears it up that way, just to keep you, just to keep it like in character, I guess.
Okay. So don't go back there. There's fire. We don't. Yeah.
All right.
To go
Thanks, Grog.
from Merida's room to your current point, if you are stood by the bar, that would have been about 20 feet. I think you still have 10 left.
I've technically got another 20.
Oh, you 40.
I got 40 feet.
Wonderful. Yeah, you still have 20, and you still have your actions. I'm going to consider the rebuilding of the door to be a bonus action.
Okay. Are we considering the fire starting Bonk's action, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
that
Okay.
would be him using a fire-based attack on the ground. So Grug has action, Bonk has bonus action still available.
Grog,
I don't know what.
sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I was
you
just
go on.
I was just gonna ask what Bonk's bonus actions are, because obviously it seems a bit more homebrewy than what I've got on my sheet,
Yeah, he can
which is.
essentially summon flame, but that is more or less it.
Okay. Greg's gonna just scan the area.
Yep.
Realizing that Merida is now gone, and there's just
And
a
there's just
cocoon
this
in.
dark green slimy cocoon in her place. Yep.
Okay, in Orcish, Greg is gonna go, Bonk, set it on fire. I don't like it. And then just go, who
Okay,
do you want me to
so-
attack, guys?
So Bonk is going to summon the flame ready, but he can't actually use it on this turn.
Can I? And tell me if it would cause Bonk to take damage. Throw Bonk with the fire in his hand at the cocoon as one of my actions, or as my full action.
You technically could, yes, improvised weapon.
Would it hurt Bonk
No.
if I did it as like an
Depending on-
underarm thing?
Are you gonna do
Just
it?
to get him to. I'm gonna do it. Set fire to it.
Okay, roll a strength.
Just rolled an 18 plus 5.
Okay, so you throw Bonk with enough force to give him a concussion. As Bonk sort of flat lands on this slimy green cocoon, the fire from his hand is going to douse out,
Ah,
and Bonk is going to take 7 damage.
wouldn't have done it if I knew it was going to take damage. If I said it was underarm.
I mean, you choose to do things, it's gonna have consequences.
But it was an underarm throw. I tried to make sure there was no force in it.
Yeah, but you rolled high strength, so it's a strong throw.
I feel like that's the one time you just don't want to be strong.
Yeah, yeah. Bonk is very light. You don't need a lot of strength to throw him.
Okay.
But-
I'm assuming I don't have. Do I have any more actions or anything?
No, that would have been it. Bonk does sort of like turn his head towards Greg puts his thumb up and just goes bunch, like really like proud, like he just did
Sorry,
this.
buddy.
No, he thinks you've actually done something.
Let's go, Bong.
Okay. Then it would be Vanwa's turn. Vanwa is going to peel Bonk off the cocoon and sort of place him gently on the bar. And she's just going to use her turn to inspect this cocoon. No actual actions or bonus actions to be used.
Okie dokie.
Which leads to the half-elf. The human technically already took their turn on Dry's behalf, so the half-elf is going to attack the human. Rolls a 15 to hit. That is a hit. And it's 6 damage. So the human
How's he
is
looking?
currently at 36 health.
Oh, he's chilling.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He's
The
chilling.
half-elf, on the other hand, only has 18.
Oh,
And that is going to end the half-elf's turn. And the human doesn't get one because you already controlled him.
yeah.
Leaving it in the hands of Emrys.
Oh,
Gosh.
Yes.
What you gonna do, boy?
Let's see. I think I'm gonna do my one thing and just attack him again.
I see a pattern emerging.
Yeah.
really?
Okay, roll the hit.
I'm gonna just keep trying and knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So non-lethal this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Non-lethal
Roll for the hit.
slime. Yes.
Yep.
To 26 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
Alright, going. We're swinging. We left, we right, we left, we right. Let's go.
Giving him the all left, right. Gotcha.
12 damage.
Okay. You punch him square in the jaw, realizing that your halberd is probably not the best option. You said
True.
12 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yep. He looks dazed and, again, more fatigued than he previously was, but no physical changes seem to actually happen.
Is he looking like he's gonna go down any second?
He looks like he is withering away from the inside.
Okay. I'm gonna go for an unarmed strike then, so I don't chop him in half by accident.
Okay.
Nat 20
Nice.
for a 27,
Ooh.
and that is a 5, but doubled, right? Because of the 20.
Yep. Okay.
So 10 damage.
You may be attempting to do non-lethal, but there is one slight problem. As you deliver this second hit, the life seems to just dissipate from him, and he collapses
okay.
just like the other, 4 that you've killed, or 2 that you got killed, and 2 that you actually killed. He just falls to the ground, limp and lifeless.
Okay. That confirms Emrys's theory then. He's just
And
gonna grab his halberd again.
You notice that the cocoon glows slightly.
Oh.
The same green that you would expect from necrotic damage.
Ooh.
So the
Yep,
green that they
so-
would have seen from inflict wounds.
Exactly, yes.
That's behind the bar to me, right? I can't like reach
Yeah, it's on
over
the
to
other
get
side
to
of the bar.
Okay, can I use my movement to try and vault over the bar to get onto that side?
Yeah, you can do that. I'm allowing it.
Okay.
Like, Grug didn't need any extra steps to get over the bar. It's just literally climb, done.
Nice. Okay, so he just drops and then I just slide on over. Because I used my halberd before the unarmed, can I still do the bonus action attack, or do you think that's gone now because I did the unarmed?
It's still going to be an optional thing, yeah. You can still use it.
I'm just gonna poke it with my halberd then, with the butt of the halberd, just
Okay.
whack it.
So as you thrust you see the butt of the halberd, so like the hilt area.
Yeah, that's my bonus attack is like the bottom of the halberd.
Okay, yeah, so you're going to essentially club it with a halberd hilt, the handle, and it's going to
Thank
just
you.
bounce back and do absolutely nothing.
Okay.
The cocoon seems to be in the same state it was in. You do not take any recoil damage, but you do learn a lesson.
Alright, I'm just gonna stand ready then and end my turn.
Mm-hmm. That goes to Nithrali next.
Oh. Okay, let's see what I've got cooking. I might use Witch Bolt again.
Indeed. On
Who we-
who exactly?
We got who's like relatively low.
The only enemy that is remaining that is also being controlled by
right.
Drow.
Ah. Does that mean I shouldn't attack you, or I can still
Yeah,
attack
please
you?
don't. Well, I would rather you didn't.
But you're controlling the only person left alive.
Indeed.
Except from the cocoon that is seemed to be glowing.
True.
Are you forgetting it's
Unless
there?
you want me to
or...
hit Witch Bolt in the cocoon?
Clarification. The cocoon glowed in almost a pulsing manner when the enemy died.
Exactly.
Oh, is it collecting them or so? Oh.
I'm not telling you. Figure it out yourself, you dumb bitch.
Yes, tell us right now.
Emrys is too dumb.
I could cast Cloud of Daggers over the cocoon.
How much space does that cover?
What does it say? Well, it says the range is 60 feet. No.
That's how far
1 meter,
from
I think.
where you could cast it. 1 meter. I'm gonna consider it like 5 feet then.
Okay.
If you cast that, you damage Vanwa and Bonk.
Screw that.
Never mind.
Poor Bonk.
Can I hit just the cocoon? With
like an Eldritch Blast or something would do that, yeah.
Then I will roll to hit for Eldritch Blast in the cocoon.
Mm-hmm.
No, the fuck I won't. I got an 11.
Okay. It hits, but it just rebounds off, like dissipates in the air. Nothing seems to happen when you do it.
Oh. So there's no point in me even attacking it. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna attack.
Okie dokie.
And end my turn, because I am... Nithral is just really confused on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a bit too late to say, but I wasn't actually going to be too upset if you actually did want to beat the shit out of this bitch. I would have just told him to kill himself or something, I don't know. Anyway.
Right, it is Nathaniel's turn. As Nithrali ends turn after casting the Eldritch Blast. Nathaniel still sat on the table drinking this extra drink that he's discovered, lo and behold. Is going to stand up walk up to the human who Drow is in control of and punch him in the nuts.
Oh, nice.
That is a 18 to hit. That hits, and he's going to do 6 damage. So the human is now at 30 HP. And as Nathaniel sort of like trudges back to the table looking for more unattended drinks, he's gonna mutter something under his breath about how the human was a piece of shit.
That is
Not a care in the
amazing.
world.
Does not give a singular. And that's his turn. He's just happily drinking again. He just wanted to punch this human in the dick.
Cool.
Get him, lad.
That puts it to Drow and Rudy again.
Drow is gonna take a deep breath,
Mm-hmm.
raise their finger to the human, and just say, "Kill yourself."
Whoa!
The human does not react.
What? That was gonna be my villain mark. What the fuck? Okay. Guys, I'm now stuck. Guys, what do I do now?
He just said no.
He said no.
But no, the human is like staring at you, like he heard what you said. He's just not gonna do it.
Okay. Well, I guess he's got some will then.
You would be surprised.
Yeah, I am surprised. Okay. Okay. Right. I'm gonna get it to attack the cocoon then.
Still no reaction.
Oh, shit.
Huh.
Okay. Is that taking my bonus action?
No.
Oh, okay.
As there was no actual action performed, I'm gonna give it to you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Gonna grab this bitch and I'm gonna run up to him and I don't know. I'm kind of stuck here, guys. So all I can do with this guy is tell him to do stuff. Okay. But he's not listening to anything I'm saying.
Indeed.
I'm guessing this is due to the cocoon and shit. So I'm just
You'll find out once you figure it out. Once you figure out what to do next.
You'll find out once you know what it is.
Yeah, you'll know when you know, you know?
You'll know, yeah, that's true. Alright, Drow is just kind of staring blankly at this bitch, just like, can
like,
you...
Oh, shit.
And they start thinking, they're like, okay, you're not gonna listen to what I'm saying. And then they're gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the cocoon. Or at least try to.
Okay.
That is a... Hello?
Hello.
Oh my god, I'm blind. 15. It was upside down. I was like, what is this? What's a 5? Okay.
Why is the 51 so weird?
Yeah, where's the 5 upside down? 15 plus 4, which is a 19.
Okie dokie. The guiding bolt hits and does nothing. Dissipates into nothing. And
even with damage?
Even with damage.
Fuck. I was like, damn, I'm gonna do so much damage right now. That's so sad. I was already starting to roll the fucking damage. Let's see what I had anyway. I had 15!
That's the one good damage roll you've got today.
Yeah, what the
does
fuck?
Nothing. Rough. Right. Is there anything else you would like to try? You do still have bonus action.
Yeah, my little bonus action, my little spiritual weapon, my little coin.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna run up to it and try and hit it as well, just like smack it.
Okay, in a similar fashion to the way it zipped like a bullet through the one human, it's gonna zip straight at the cocoon,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna get wedged in the slime.
It was a 20, by the way.
Mhm.
16 plus 4. So it just gets wedged in the cocoon?
Just gets wedged in there. As you did get a 20, I'm gonna also say it does manage to wriggle its way back out.
Okay.
But the
Alright,
cocoon
cool.
seems to be unaffected still.
Well, guess we can go home, guys.
The door is still
Screw you
locked.
guys, I'm going home.
And the building is on fire.
Yeah, I mean, if we stay here long enough, it'll just collapse anyway, so we can get out. That's fine.
True.
All in favour say aye.
All in favour say
okay,
ah!
yep. Let's go.
Fucking ceiling's collapsing and drows, so they're like, what do I do? Everyone's like, just hit!
What do I do except you're welcome?
I'm gonna get Rudavir
Mm-hmm.
to smack the human
Yes.
2 hands with the longsword.
Okie dokie. So he runs up to the human, sword out, and hits him. Wonderful. 2-hand.
Love that.
That is a nice round 4 damage,
That is so round with 4 corners.
leaving the human at 26 HP. As the
Lovely.
human's fatigue seems to set in a little more, you notice the cocoon pulse just a little tiny bit, like a very faint green glow.
I feel like it's gonna explode. It's gonna explode. Yeah, that's all we're doing. We're chilling.
We chilling? Okay.
We're being chilling right now.
Then it would be Greg and Bunk.
Yeah, teamwork.
Indeed. Bunk is still like thumbing up to you from the bar, by the way, where Van has placed him.
Okay.
He thinks you've done everything. He thinks you have just single-handedly beaten all these bodies on the floor.
Because I did. Duh.
Bonk
Sure.
smash.
Give me one second. I'm just going to think this through.
Mm-hmm.
Is this cocoon, is it suspended from anything or is it just floating in the air?
The thick green slime seems to actually be holding it down onto the ground.
Can I chop at this thick green slime
You can try.
underneath? So I'm going to use one of my attacks on that then.
Okay. You don't have to roll anything, because that clearly is a waste of you guys' time. I'm just going to tell you that as you cut into this green slime, it does separate for a split moment, and then it goes straight back to the way it was, almost as if it's growing quicker than you can cut it.
Okay. Is it on the bar or on the floor?
On the floor.
Can I just... No. Okay.
You still have any attacks you would have left over and your bonus action.
I'm kind of a little bit lost. I've got an idea, but I don't think it's going to end well for us.
Okay.
Wait, one second. Bunk, check the door.
Bonk runs to the door, stares at it, not knowing what you meant, and just kind of goes, in Orcish, he'll say, "Yep, still a door."
Can you open it?
He reaches up for the handle, and as he touches it, he actually gets sort of a shock from it, and he whelps and leaps backwards.
Okay, no, that's a no. Okay. You okay, buddy?
He nods, holds up his finger, and says, "Ow!"
Hmm. When we slept the night before, was there any other rooms upstairs, or was it just the ones we stayed in?
Only the ones you stayed in.
Okay. Okay. Don't really know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to sort of inspect the cocoon, see if there's anything.
So you sort of join in Vanwer and just having a look at this thing and seeing what the hell's
Yeah,
going on. Okay.
Yeah.
No checks to
Maybe like
make.
give it a maybe give it a little knock, as in be like, "Hello, anyone in there?"
With every knock, it makes a squelching sound.
I think that would like encourage Grug to do it more.
Yeah, probably. But you notice out of your peripheral vision, as you start knocking it, the eyeball from the bar has sort of turned to look at you.
Oh, hello, little thing.
It does not
Why-
react, it does not move. It's just watching you.
Can I stab it?
You can if you want.
Kebab that fucker.
Yeah, I wanna like slice it in half.
Okay. Again, no rolls to make. You are pretty adept with a sword. You can do that. As the fire damage cuts through with the sword, the eye sort of dries out from the inside and just rolls the two halves perfectly down the center, like boiled egg. It is no longer looking at you.
Weird. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go back to inspecting it then. Now that that weird eye is.
Okie dokie. I'm going to assume now that Bonk is running back to rejoin you as well. So he's going to be placed back on your shoulder as you're looking at this thing, and he's just copying the way you're stood looking at it.
Okay. Have you tried cutting it with the scissors?
Vanwell looks towards Drow. Anything's worth a try.
Yep, we can try that.
I mean, she wanted it.
But what if she sucks the scissors in? She nearly sucked in my gold coin.
That's true. Maybe don't do that then.
This bitch
What a
eats money.
bitch.
Right,
Make a good point, guys.
is that Grug's turn?
Yeah, there's not really anything else I'm gonna
Okay.
want to do.
The human is going to raise the spoon at Drow.
Oh. Don't
Traitor.
spoon me.
What was Drow's AC again?
14.
Okay. He runs at Drow with the spoon,
Huh.
digging it deep into your sternum,
Ow!
dealing a good solid 8 points of damage.
8 points. Fucking hell.
You just got slapped with a spoon. How do you feel?
Charles like, what the fuck?
He has no reaction to your reaction. He just kind of stands there like he's achieved something. Spoon still poised, ready to fight.
Fuck you. I'm not even the one that attacked him.
And now it is worth to add that when you took control of him, it only lasted one turn. It is clear, based on his attack, that he has shaken off any control you had over him using the scissors.
I see. Right, whoever's controlling him has much more powerful scissors, which I want. They will be mine. I will have more scissors. You cannot stop me.
This is where Dry becomes the insane hairdresser that you've already killed.
Give me the skizzers.
Skies are just bliss.
Makeover time.
The cycle.
Alright, and on that, it is Emrys's turn again.
I'm gonna use another charge of my divine sense, see if I get any like undead feeling inside the cocoon, like whatever's in there, I guess. Give it a little sense.
Nothing from the cocoon itself or the contents, but there is an energy in the air that you can detect. Almost like it's
Okay.
tethering between the human and the cocoon.
I think at this point, Emery has a theory that it's eating whatever comes from the guys when we kill them. Maybe. How does he want to act on this food?
Can I not pick the one spell I was gonna pick? Oh, I'm mad.
That was my action, right? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Was that my action? That was my action to do the channel, and nothing came from that apart from.
You've just detected that the human and the cocoon are linked by some undead energy.
I think that's all I can do.
Better way of wording it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily undead energy, but like the life from the human is essentially being leached by this cocoon.
Right. Yeah.
And you notice it spikes whenever the human has taken hits.
Can I just like try and poke it with the end of my halberd, like see if it pierces the cocoon?
You've already
Not like an
tried that.
attack, but just like.
You have all attacked this cocoon. Nothing has happened.
I guess yeah, it's just him left. I think that's me done.
Okie dokie.
Emrys is kind of stumped.
Yep, that's gonna move it to Nithrali.
Oh, not again. No, just have hold person, but I don't think that's gonna do anything because obviously undead type thing.
Hmm.
I don't know what to do. Yeah, I really don't know what to do.
Whatever you want to do.
All my spells are practically, I'm gonna damage you. But that's not gonna go well.
I mean, the human still has health and has just attacked Dry.
Which is true, yeah. Fuck it. I'm just gonna end that guy's life. Let's use
Understandable.
Eldritch Blast!
Yep. 2 on the one guy.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Fuck.
Roll
I
2
rolled
sets
an
of.
11.
Okay, that one misses.
I rolled a 25.
That definitely hits.
Thank God.
In fact, that is
What
more than
reasonable
double his
here.
AC. That is a critical, I'm going to consider it. So you
I
get
got
double
12
whatever damage. Okay, so 24 damage. You leave him on 2 HP. He looks lifeless.
Oh.
He already looks like a corpse now. All the life has drained from his face. He's just a shambled puppet of a person. And the cocoon once again glows the dim pulsing green.
Well, that ends my turn.
Wonderful. Leading it back to Nathaniel. He's gonna be finishing off this drink that he has found on the table. He's gonna look at the cup that's empty, and he's gonna throw it at the human. And it hits the human. So, swearing and very angry at this human still, unbeknownst to you guys why, the cup hits the human square in the head, and the human just collapses to the ground. Once more dead. And the last bit of life from the shell of the person that was under the control of the dwelling of the cocoon, the last bit of life flows into the cocoon and it glows a very bright green, letting off some obnoxious fumes and sort of dissolving away slowly. Merida is still stood there, eyeball missing, and the uncanny smile is back on her face, and she's looking between each of you, one by one. And then just sort of this same slime that was holding the cocoon together will then go up from the floor and almost seem to drag her into the floor. And before you even can process what has happened, she is gone. And in her place is a small piece of parchment that simply reads, "If you ever become desperate, just know that all you must do is reach into your grief." And as you're looking around trying to figure this out, the tavern slowly morphs into a derelict, sort of unkempt building. The once busy tavern is now a barren shell of a building, resembling that of the barber shop, the way that was left. Planks from the walls are like holes in them, and there's just darkness beyond them. The door clicks and opens slowly. What do you do?
I'm so sorry. I was AFK.
No, you could.
Do you want to reiterate everything you just said?
Not really. I'll brief it. I'll
Sounds
sum it
good.
up.
You can do that. Yeah.
So the human died. Merida was essentially reborn out of the cocoon, but with her eye still missing, and then the green slime encased her once more, and she seemed to disappear into the floor itself, left behind a note that said, "If you ever become desperate, just reach into your grief." And then the building you're in, the tavern, sort of the like nice wallpaper and stuff just sort of peels away, and it slowly morphs into this derelict, very old, unkempt building. And the door is just opened.
Get the fuck out of there.
But Vanwa follows if you leave.
Yes, please. Everyone that we like, let's go.
Yeah. So as you're all heading towards the door, Nathaniel's sort of looking around, confused, seemingly sober now. And he sort of follows you, very, very out of mind, very confused, very doesn't know what the hell is going on. He's looking around like, "Who are you guys?"
Hi, baby girl. We've rescued you.
Baby
I didn't say
girl.
baby girl, don't worry.
Yeah. He looks up at you and says, the only memory I have of that place we were just in, it was much nicer, like what has happened. And he's just very panicked, very scared. Doesn't know what the hell is going on at all.
It is no longer what you thought it was. It was all a dream. You were drunk.
He sort of looks around. Yeah, my head is killing me.
That makes sense.
He's just like mumbling under his breath. He goes, "I need a drink." And he just plops off to the Dwarven Tavern next door, goes in, orders his drink, and that's the greatest time of his life.
That sounds fun. Anyone want to reach into their grief right now? Because I sure as hell don't.
Rudy coming out of the door of the now derelict tavern, looking around, finding it very odd that no one noticed any difference between the tavern the way it was when Merida was there and now that she is gone, and it is very derelict.
Oh my god. Anyways, I feel like it's Velociraptor time.
So you're
Anyone?
Just before
just
we
going to
leave.
suggest going and grabbing the raptor?
Yeah, I think Emery's wanted to.
Yeah.
Did you
I was gonna
want
say, is it still on fire? Like, do we like see smoke coming out or anything?
Nope. It seems to be in a
Oh.
completely different state, as if time has passed.
Oh
But-
shit.
But as you've walked outside, nothing has changed outside of the tavern.
Cool.
Like, you are still in the same time that you were when you walked in. It's the same day.
Nathaniel's already gone, right? I can't like pull it
Nathaniel
aside.
left. Yeah, he's off for a drink. He doesn't
He
care.
fapped off.
He would rather get drunk than know what the hell just happened.
Fair enough, yeah.
Honestly, me.
And nobody cares, right? It's the same as the
Nobody
barber shop.
seems to have noticed anything at all.
Right, okay.
I think we go back to that Nomi bitch that sent us there in the first place.
Damon,
Yeah. That
you're
fucker.
gonna have to get Vivix anyway.
Cool. Yeah,
Can I grab-
which is it on the way to get the pet? My
Mhm.
pet?
Yep.
The new part of my family?
Yep.
Yep, sounds good. So yeah, we'll do that. I'm
you're-
guessing. If
are
no
you
one...
all in agreement to tie up all your loose ends, grab Vivix, get the raptor,
Hell yeah.
talk to Damon about what he might know, and then get the fuck out of Dodge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
Yeah.
Emrys grab the note first? The note she left.
That's a good
Yeah, forgot to include. Rudy would have picked it up and actually put it in his pocket. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go, Rudy. Motherfuckers on it.
Yeah.
I think with one last glance, Emrys will just start to walk away.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as you're walking down the docks area that you're in towards the center of the city, you are approached by an elderly human male. Introduces himself and says, "Hello there. I'm Fizban. But haven't met you lot." And he looks at Emrys and says, "But Peth, if I'm not mistaken."
Huh.
Emrys just has like a pure shock look on his face after hearing that name. Jesus.
Hog face.
Okay, so seeing the shock in
You're
your face.
silly. His name is Emery. You silly.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
and
Greg
yeah, seeing
said.
the shock in Emrys's face and hearing what Grug just said,
Yeah.
he looks at him and says, "Oh, I could have sworn you were someone I knew recently. Do you know of a Peth?"
He's just gonna nod silently. He looks like he's seen a ghost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you look very similar. I see you're a paladin too, judging by the armor and the traditional crests, and he still has his too. Very rarely spoke about where he came from, but good friend nonetheless. Very good friend.
Where did you see him? See him last?
Oh, he worked for me. He was my career for a while. Yes. I work on these docks here. I own a ship, you see. Last I spoke to him, he was heading to a place called Fairwater. And the mention of Fairwater, Rudy will turn and look at him, shocked look on his face, and he'll sort of cower behind you.
Pog face.
Will Grug have noticed any of this?
Yes. Because you
Okay.
notice usually that Rudy is the first to jump in and be like, okay, let's do this, let's do that. But Rudy is actually backed out carefully.
Okay. I think Grug would turn to him and go, "Say something else. I want to be shocked this time."
Oh, me too. Include me this time.
He looks around and he's, "What do you mean? Anything I say that has shocked you is on your own knowledge."
Grug then cowers back a little bit, pretending to
I
be shocked.
know, Grog. That was so. Oh my god.
Mind
Oh
blown.
my Jesus.
He looks at Grug and looks at Rudy and says, "So you're just copying the bad here then?" And Rudy steps forward and says, No, you mentioned a place, Fair Water." And the old man Fizban looks at him and says, Yeah. Peth went there to look for a fella I only know as M, I believe. Only description he gave me was a red-skinned fella. 4 eyes, 4 ears, sees and hears everything, it would appear. He went searching for him. Lord knows why. He said something about a battle against the false dragon. Tia something. He sort of eyes light up as you say that, and he says, "Yes, that's the one. That's the one." Yeah, he went to find this ally to help him in a great battle. He's going to be hopefully taking part in, I guess.
Emrys is just it's almost like he's trying to find a place to sit down after hearing this.
Mm-hmm.
He's just
just in shock. Just
he is like this is not a name he'd ever fight here again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tiamat as well. You would react to
That name
definitely.
as well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mix of rage and confusion.
Yep. So you are now aware that Peth, your childhood friend, is alive, has set sail for a place called Fairwater City, and is looking to recruit people to fight Tiamat. That is what you have gathered from this.
Beautiful.
And this old man seems to know a lot more than he's letting on, so you can ask him anything you want.
I was gonna say, does his name ring a bell to Emrys Fizban?
It's in the back of your mind, like you recognize it, but you're not quite sure why.
Could I make like a roll, like a history check, maybe?
Religion.
Religion, gotcha.
Yep.
Let's see. Nat 20 for a 19 because I have -1.
Nat 20 is a nat 20. That's a perfect success. Okay, so you do recognize this man, and for a moment you're wondering why. It's not the visual attributes that he possesses. You've never seen him, but there's something about the name that takes you back to your childhood as well, when you were growing up learning about these draconic deities and all those ilk. And you also recognize his voice. But that's the one thing you can't quite put your finger on. You don't know why you know his voice.
He almost looks like he's gonna cry at this.
Yeah, I would give you more, but with your character's backstory, there's things you can't know.
It works, yeah. I get that.
But you do also realize that as being, a childhood friend, he's been living in this area and working, you can then, maybe try and edge your way in for... Yeah, you can get information on his actual whereabouts, and you can maybe try and talk about how he set sail for this place.
Exactly, yeah. I think he's gonna step forward just a little bit. Say, when did he leave? When did you send him off?
Fizban looks down, sort of stroking his grey, long beard. Says, it's been about 2 weeks, I believe, since I last saw him. That's when he told me he was leaving. I don't know if he had errands to run first, but he left, would have been within that time, definitely.
Did he stay here for long when he was here? How long was he working for you?
Oh, it's got to be about 2 decades.
2 decades. That's definitely perf.
Yep.
This is...
Where did he stay? Did he stay with you?
Sorry, I had a character. This information is based on the fact that you are in your 20s, by the way.
Yep.
And the unfortunate thing that happened to Emrys's family would have been when you were young. So you can only assume Peth has spent most of his time since then in Melys, Dinas, the current city. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Where did he stay?
With me, of course. He worked for me. I house all of my finest staff and friends and family.
Was there anybody else with him?
He left solitary. Quite a small ship. There were maybe 2 or 3 others just to keep the ship afloat, but no, he was very, very convinced he needed to do this alone.
What about when you first met him?
Just a lost babe, running from swords and the cries of orcs.
If he got out, then maybe someone else did as well.
Got out? What do you mean by that?
Never mind that. That's just me thinking to myself. I apologize. I need a moment to think. He's gonna step away a little bit.
Rudy's now gonna pluck up the courage to approach Fizban and say, "What did you say? Fairwater?" And Fizban's gonna let him know, "Yep, the entertainment district for all the rich and famous lords of the area. Load of crap, if you ask me." Rudy's gonna look slightly offended and say, "It's my home you're talking about." Rudy's gonna grit his teeth and sort of just step away, take a moment to himself as well. Fizban's then gonna look at you again, Emrys, and say, "If for any reason you would want to meet such an old friend who you clearly know, I could help you out. I do have 1 spare ship that I can bestow upon you, and you could follow his steps."
Please. Yes, I'll do anything for this.
Okay, so he leads you, says, follow me, and he leads you a
Fitz is going to give us a boat.
few rows down, and he points at what appears to be a very small, very disgustingly taken care of dinghy of a boat. And he says, there, right there, behind the piece of shit. And then as you look up, you see this great galleon of a ship. And you see the sails are very dark leather, almost like bat wings in visage. The wood of the body is very like blackened, as if almost processed through fire itself. And at the front is the figurehead of a dragon.
Let's go.
It's a silver figurehead, very, very nice, strong metal that it's made out of. Emrys and Rudy are now going to make religion checks.
Yes. Let's see.
Okay, Rudy failed his miserably. I expected him to be the one to get it.
Bad, I guess.
What did you get?
15.
Okay, so you recognize the head of this figurehead, the actual being that is being represented by it. You recognize it as none other than your Oath of Vengeance deity, Bahamut.
The big B. The big bitch.
The big bitch.
And Fizban, noticing that you're staring at it knowingly, says,
Yeah,
you know of the Great Lord then?
I do, in a way.
How so?
My own way.
He smirks as he says, how so?
I don't
Knowing
revere him.
that Bahamut is actually the representation of all dragons who believe in lawful good. He's smiling as if accepting you.
Ooh.
You.
I'd rather keep that to myself for now.
Just gives a nod. Understandable. Not all are willing to share the first meeting, especially when given such a magnificent galley. He
This
looks
is a
very
great
proud
gift.
of this ship.
It is beautiful.
An ally of Peth is an ally of Fizban, my friend. I expect nothing in return, just make sure he's okay. Give him what he needs to, give him what you can when you meet him.
I promise I will.
He gives you a knowing
Everything.
nod. And then Rudy sort of steps forward again. Do you know anything of Fairwater? Maybe the poorer side of the city? And Fizban, looking at Rudy, sort of smiling, says, I know they don't sound like you. And he just, really embarrassed, sort of walks back away and says, maybe we should go tie up these loose ends then.
Right. I'd like to set sail as soon as possible.
Raptor.
Yep,
Raptor.
you still need to go get Vivix and the Raptor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Get my baby.
Also,
So
something you
excited.
notice about this elderly man is he looks way too old to have as much energy as he does. You feel like maybe he's lived a really good life. Maybe a bit of a monk sort of vibe to him, you know? Definitely takes care of himself, drinks his herbal tea, you know?
I love herbal tea.
Right, so
Can
where
I
are you going to
maybe
go
do,
first
like,
then?
sorry.
No, go on.
Maybe not an arcana, but just like, can I try and see if there's anything about him that's
You already
not
did.
so normal? I
You've
suppose?
already run a check on him.
Just the instant pass.
You
Right, okay.
recognize him from maybe stories as a child.
Well, right.
Yeah, you recognize it, but you don't quite have that like recent knowledge, that experience to pin it down to one thing.
Just stories from my childhood, yeah.
Which kind of in the same regard fills you with a sort of maybe unwarranted trust for him because your affiliation with storybook names is that they were heroes and good people. So you just sort of assume this is one of those.
Yep.
Yep. Rudy is already sort of like walked down the docks a bit, and he's waiting for you guys to catch up, by the way.
We'll need to head back, right?
Yeah. We need to go get Vivix. And
Yeah, Vivix
Miney
would, like, chronologically and geographically, Vivix would be your first stop. Yeah.
to get the Durgan.
Yep.
You can always split off if you want to go straight for the Raptor.
No, it's okay. I'll wait.
I will tell you,
Alright,
I have
yep,
no
I'll-
more planned combat for you.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So, who is going to go and get Vivix? Obviously Emrys, but who's going to go with him?
Yeah, Emrys is not going.
Emrys is the only one that doesn't.
Yeah.
I'll go with Emerson.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also look around for
Anyone
Grug.
else?
Too quiet. Mischievously quiet.
Yeah. I think Grug would still copy him, Rudy, probably. He's like walked off with Rudy or something.
Did Rudy go down to the docks with like the intent of like he wanted to go now?
Like
or-
he's waiting for you to follow him, yeah.
Right, okay. Then yeah.
So he's taking steps towards that central fountain area at the entrance of the city. But he's not
Right.
walked off without you. You know, he's still within sight.
Alright. Then Emrys will, he'll head towards Vivix. A
Mhm.
bit of a droop in his shoulders.
Okay. I don't think anyone has said that they're not going to go with Vivix, right?
Nope.
Okay. So all of you arrive at the fountain, and the first thing you notice is Vivix is back to full size.
Beautiful. My Pookie, my baby.
And you see Damon stood with her, crouched over what appears to be a dead animal, a very large dead animal, which Vivix is
Oh.
very happily digging into.
Yeah.
Upon
my cow.
closer inspection, you notice it's a bear, a cave bear, in fact.
Hello, bear.
Yep, Vivix now has a taste for bear.
Does this look like she was given it or she killed this bear? Like, does the bear look like it's been mauled or it's just being fed
Impossible
off?
to tell. The bear has essentially been just gouged down the middle, and like the organs of in view, the ones that are still there anyway. But Vivek seems to be enjoying herself. There's no like visual issues with her. She seems to be completely healthy.
Beautiful.
But Damon is sort of, as he's like helping feed Vivix this bear, like grabbing chunks and just like holding it up for her. He's sort of glancing back and forth the rusted gate of the barber shop. And he's like muttering under his breath.
Hmm.
So, assuming you're going to approach now.
Yep, I'm walking up. I'll head
Feed
straight
that
for Vivek,
bitch.
like, by the side.
All right, so he notices
will
you straight away. Yeah, Damon notices Emrys specifically walking up, and he's like, hello there. She's a good one. She is peckish, very peckish. Looks down at the bear and goes, I hope this one won't be missed. Didn't intend on feeding other clients to other clients, but you know, we make do. Hi.
What did she do? What did she do, Damon? Whose client is this? A
She-
druid? Oh god.
No, this points at the bear carcass on the floor. It's not a druid, I don't think. It just never appeared that way. Friend of a ranger.
Oh.
There was a small party of people like yourself that came through. They had a bear.
They had
well.
a bear.
They had a bear. Had a bear. Aye. Vivix is like happy, very smiley, and like notices you and is like brushed up against you, like welcoming you back. Obviously missed you.
Aw.
I'm gonna stealth pet. I'm very proud that she killed a bear, but I'm also not showing it, you know? I don't want to show that I'm proud of this.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, I think enough being nice to this man who led us to someone that ended up trying to kill us.
Kill you?
Well,
Who tried to kill you?
Well,
You dealt with the fella already.
Merida!
The tavern owner.
That bitch. She has powers and she kidnapped a child.
can we see the tavern from here? Can I like point him in the direction?
No,
of it
no, it's
now?
out of sight now. But Vanway is with you, and she is nodding with everything you say, like she's backing you up. And he
This
sort
is
of he looks
this
up
is
at
the kidnapped one.
Vanwa, and he's like, "Ah, the silent one. Hello, how you doing, dear?" And just one moment. If you're here and Merida, then she must have been
Yeah.
kind of a bitch, actually.
Yeah.
What happened?
You
Damn it,
figured.
You can say that again.
What happened?
Oh, well. You might well sit down for
Long
this one.
Right, so you catch him up on, everything that has transgressed over the past
And
day
we're
or
there for
two.
3 hours.
You are there for quite some time. And Damon
Rudy's
is
like, "Where is
very wide mouth, and his mouth is dropped open as you're explaining about Merida's actions. He's, oh, she set us up with so much custom. I mean, I'll miss that, but you're the heroes. I'm glad you guys are okay. I'm so sorry I sent you to her. Must have been a trap from the beginning.
You
She had the
better
whole
be.
city under her thumb. She was
Can I give
actually
him-
in
She dealt with
line
it.
to join, and he points at the large governmental building at the back. She was in line to join those. She was high up. This is a turn of events.
Plot twist. She didn't like
Does
us.
it seem he's lying at all, or is he genuinely shocked?
You can see that, with how much he has feared you in the past, and how shocked he actually seems to be, he is telling the truth.
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm. He actually regrets sending you to her, but at the same time, he's gonna go into the whole. But you solved the mystery. You put an end to the tyranny. Oh, we can't thank you enough. But actually, and he draws a bottle of a pink liquid from his side bag. He says,
Ooh.
Me and Ryder actually have been working on a little tinkering ourselves, and this is what made your lovely dragony Vivixir so easy to care for. Was this shrinks people down as if they were mice.
Oh.
We've named it Maverick. Ryder has actually
My
gone
heart.
to the Trade Guild official offices right now, and he's showing them the invention. He's gonna show them, and we're gonna make so much money thanks to your inspiration.
Well, royalties, damn it. Royalties.
Yeah.
He sort of smirks nervously. Royalties? What do you mean?
Well, the heroes that come through town, inspiration. And you need a little something done.
Roll persuasion.
Plus. Ooh.
Okay.
Only
Can I
Emrys.
help?
Only Emrys. As he said
18.
it. 18? Okay. He looks up at you and he's like, God, you guys made me shit scared when I first saw you, but I can see you're just trying to get by. You know what? If you return here at any point, we will always have your back, and I will always have a pretty penny for you.
Yeah, we didn't get paid. The woman that was gonna pay us is kind of dead. I think.
Oh yeah, right.
She did say she was the one responsible for paying anyone who solves this. I don't know what to say. He sort of looks around. There's one more thing. It's not finance, but he points at the fountain that is still flowing with a pink blood pink taint to it in the water. He says, we finally did change the name of the Fountain of Wealth, too. What do you think of Blood Maverick Falls?
Oh.
Oh, I mean, I can't argue with that one.
He looks up at Grug and says, wonderful job, by the way.
Sounds better than before.
An artist.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
No, he makes the promise that he doesn't have anything to give you yet, but if you were to return in the future, he says maybe a few months down the line, him and Ryder will take care of you.
Sounds good.
Are you an alchemist
Oh,
of
that's
sorts?
very
then?
kind of you guys.
He gives a little smirk and says, I'm a tinkerer, you could say.
Right.
You gather by the way he's approached this that he is probably an artificer,
Ooh,
an inventor
that's
of
okay.
sorts.
good for him.
He just has incredible animal handling for some reason.
I love handling animals. I'm gonna give Velociraptor. Fuck yeah.
Okay, right, yeah. It's like a
Yeah.
child jumping. Like, can we go now? Can we go now? Can we go now?
They've been waiting for a while. They are actually bound.
Yeah,
on
Dry
the
was
fucking
like,
spot.
Dry was like hands crossed, like tapping foot, really, like
Yep.
Yeah.
sheepishly, just like, can we go now? Can we go now? And Damon's, what's got you
It's been fun.
excited?
Velociraptor.
His face
It's a long
drops.
story.
You're the one.
Velociraptor.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm
But
fucking
Nico was
excited.
just like, I think we need it.
Yeah, he takes the lead from like the leash. That's what it's called. Takes the leash from Vivix's neck and sort of like palms it towards you and says, "Right, you do get one free pass. She is allowed into the city with you, as long as you make your way directly to the shipyard."
Okay.
You guys
So-
can do that.
Emrys and Vivix will not be able to go to the pet store.
Yep.
Oh, so sad. They're gonna see it anyway. Let's go.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna go meet Fizban aboard the ship. That is the
I'll go
pretty
catch
much the
up
only
with
thing
them.
left for you to do. Yeah. You have to make sure
Yeah.
I'll
Vivix
let-
stays on the ship as well. There is
I'll let-
actually
No.
on the ship a sort of enclosure section just for Vivix.
Oh, this ship is beautiful. I love it. I want it.
You find it a little bit suspicious that Fizban has this, but you also let it
Yeah.
slide as convenience.
Yeah,
It
you're
is
right.
very like specific. Yeah, I think Emrys is a bit. I mean, he's not gonna, I was gonna say bite a gift horse in the mouth, but
Exactly, yeah. Like he's giving you this for free, so you can go and chase your childhood friend.
Don't punch a gift horse in the mouth.
Unless
that
he
is what he's
asks you
like
to.
laser pointed. Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
Alright.
so the
Go,
rest
go.
of you are gonna head to the pet store.
Pet.
Okay, so
baby.
as you're making your way through the central section of the market area of the city, you're gonna notice that the blacksmith shop is now just ash. There is nothing left. Just the steel like outline of where the forge was. And that is all that is left of Yorm and his tyranny.
Ironic that blacksmith goes up in flames.
There are several people
Yeah.
like throwing rocks at it as they pass and sort of like yelling insults about infernal treachery and that sort of thing.
Oh.
All right, and as you reach the pet store, you go in, and sure as shit, it was a tiefling, wasn't it? I've actually forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I'm pretty
tiefling.
sure it
The
was.
tiefling is still working there, waiting for you, and oh, you actually came back.
My baby girl, I'm so ready.
Okay, well, it's a good thing I hired these two. And gestures towards the raptor cage where there is a rather large grey-skinned fella and a very short gnome.
Yeah, you're sure.
And the tiefling looks over to you and says, these came in with a ranger and a bunch of others. I asked the big fella to help you carry the cage to the ship that you were going to arrange. How did that
Yep,
go? Is everything good? Okay,
Ready.
wonderful. Yeah, there was the gnome wanted to stay with him. Something about him not speaking much. Yeah, there was a ranger and a few others too. They said something about their beer. But yeah, they're ready to help you whenever. You can take the raptor and then you can be on your merry way. And I did hear you did very well in taking care of the mystery that afflicted the town.
Yep, it's all done, and we are heading out.
Wonderful.
On
Then,
some kind of quest.
as my own personal thank you, I forgot to let you know that the sack you got for the little red fella, and it actually, the moment you put them in there, you'll notice that they behave. It's a
Mm-hmm.
bag of
Mhm.
sleep.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this to myself, and we will pretend like they just like the sleeping thing.
Okay, so everyone except Emrys and Vivix are in the store with you. They all heard that.
Oh, I thought you went. I thought they went back to the. I thought Rudovir and Grog were waiting at the ship.
Oh no,
No, they were. When you were talking to Fizzband, they walked off towards Vivix and they met you halfway there, so they are with you.
Okay, never mind. I'm not keeping this to myself. They heard everything. You're welcome.
At this point, Bonk is probably still on Grog's shoulder as well. Right. So as you go and get the raptor.
I want to know everything about it. I want to know how old they think it is. I want to know the gender. I want to know if they've been calling it anything, what its diet's been, everything.
The tiefling is like walking with you, and she's like, "No one ever named it. No one fed it on purpose. It just kind of broke out a few times. Got some of the smaller creatures."
Mm-hmm.
But looks up at the very large grey-skinned fella and says, "This guy knows a lot about them. He seems wonderful with the raptor."
He is.
The big, massive grey fella looks down at you and just nods, smiling.
They're like, "Tell me your secrets. Tell me everything. Please tell me how to do this. I really want to be a good parent. I'm gonna be a good parent."
Pause up a moment. I need to ask Squish something.
No worries. Guys, I'm getting a velociraptor.
Right, as you ask the giant grey fella this, the small gnome is going to look up at you and speak on his behalf.
So, this is Molly. He doesn't say much, but he knows his stuff. I'm Yelena, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Mally looks down, smiling still, and just says, "Me, Mally." Hi.
Mally is great. I'm guessing your Mally is my Grog, and then ignore that. So my brain hurts. Too many questions. Hang on. Let me think. Is there any way to communicate with him? Like,
oh, he understands. He just has trouble communicating back.
Mally's face drops a little bit and he just, "No, speak good."
You speak beautifully. I love it.
Thank
You're welcome. How do you get the velociraptor to like you?
Mally smiles, places his hand on top of the cage. The raptor bites his hand through the cage and he says, "Friend."
He's great with it. I'm gonna do that. Drouthy just looks absolutely ecstatic about this. It's like, yes, all right, cool.
Nithral is in the corner just with wide eyes. Like,
what the fuck is going on?
Okay. How is he good with it? Just like looking towards. Sorry, I forgot her name already. I'm horrible with names. Yelena.
So he's very in touch with nature. That's his thing. He calls the earth mother, and he seems to have a way with animals, an understanding that no one else that I've seen has.
Okay, that is amazing.
He looks confused. Molly's sort of looking around at Drow and Yelena and then just saying, "Mother, not everything, mother everywhere."
Mother everywhere. Okay, Mother Nature, right? Yeah. Okay.
He's smiling as he nods.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for helping me with this. We are just heading out now, and I'm very excited to have a pet velociraptor.
Mally sort of nudges Grug and then gestures towards the planks that are meant to carry this cage to like help him carry it through. Grug? Mally smiles, nods. Help, friend.
Oh my god, it's literally 2 Grogs. This is great.
Melys picks up his half of the planks to carry it through, waiting for Grug to pick his side up as well.
Greg's gonna pick up the other side.
Wonderful. And together, they walk the raptor in a cage through the city of innocent bystanders.
Oh my god.
The raptor is snapping through the bars of the cage, trying to pick off small children and that sort of thing, missing all of them, thankfully. And they eventually reach the shipyard, where Melys will then shuffle under the middle of the cage, lift it far above his head, and then just drop it on the ship. And then he's going to
Thank you
give
so
Grug another nudge and say, "Thanks, so strong, good friend."
Yeah. I give him a hug and then say, "You too."
You have to bear something in mind, and that is Melys is now the only thing alive in this area that is bigger than you. He's going to
Holy
pick you
shit.
up. And
Oh
he's
my
going to hug
god.
you. He is 7'5".
Huh.
He's going to
Big
give you the
boy.
biggest bear hug you've ever had, and you're going to finally understand why people call you big guy.
Grug will squeal with delight as he hasn't been picked up this way since he was a child, and he's just like really excited. He's just like,
I love this
Absolute
Grog.
cuties.
You two should keep in contact.
Melys actually, as well, starts speaking very broken Orcish, saying the words, "Good friend, hope to see you again." And then
This is so
gives Grug a little pat on the head and just walks away.
Oh,
Turning to Yelena as he walks and says, "Next one, big job, adventure."
Well, good luck with your feisty raptor, guys. But yeah,
very excited.
if you come back this way, just give us a shout if we can move anything else for you.
Thank you so much. Draz like waving him off.
Yeah, they leave towards the main gate of the city.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Drowsy's gonna be like all looking at the cage, very excited, and be like, "So, Rudy, you know how you can talk to animals, right? Yeah. You know how you can do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rudy is staring at this raptor, just like, what the fuck have I got myself into now?
This is my
yeah,
new
I thought I
pet."
was doing the same.
He's gonna take his lute from his bag, just sort of start strumming a few light chords and go, "Oh, what do you want?"
Please, could you wait, can speak with animals be cast on other people?
Self only.
Fuck. Okay, that's fine. Could you please speak to my new pet?
He looks up at the raptor and says, "Pet, sure."
That's
And
my
then,
pet.
with another grand strum of the lute, the blue light coats from the strings, following the sound waves up to his face, and sort of like masks his face, and he starts screeching like a raptor at the raptor, who then screeches back. And then he turns to you and says, "She's hungry."
Ask her what she wants to eat.
He screeches once again. The raptor screeches back, "You."
Okay, that's not that's not what we're eating today.
The
can you
raptor
ask
screeches
her-
again. "And me."
Okay. Could you ask it?
What about Grug?
He sort of looks at the raptor, waiting for a response. "Probably."
I fucking love this.
I want to eat it.
You're not
What is your
eating the
plan?
no.
Okay, roll for eat raptor.
No,
no.
please.
Okay, what do
My
you want to do?
baby.
For the ration.
Could you ask it what she wants to be called? Like name wise?
He he looks at the raptor and just says, "Name?" in common, and the raptor screeches at him angrily. and he says, unnamed, but said thank you for asking.
Oh.
She's never had a name, never knew her parents, has been traveling the world in a cage all her life without a name.
Oh my god! Okay, guys, we need a name for my Velociraptor. How does she feel about? Right.
Before you even finish thinking, Rudy's gonna go, how about lawsuit?
Perfect. I could call a little law. Little outlaw. Does that work? Does that work?
The raptor starts beating against the cage excitedly.
Oh my god! Okay.
And Rudy looks at you and says, she's chanting, saying law over and over again. And then every now and again, all I can hear is, I have a name.
Oh my god! I fucking love my Velociraptor.
He looks up at the Law the Raptor and sort of does the raptor screeching again. And then the raptor screeches back and he says, still wants to eat us though.
To be is, but would it let me pet her for the fact that I gave her a name now?
It's a feral.
Trade offer.
Rudy sort of
Name.
like thinks for a moment and says, I'm not gonna believe her if she says no. Or like, yes, I did.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Just because I can speak with her, it doesn't mean I can make her tell the truth.
That's true. But I can hey, anyone able to cast a spell? make tell truth.
I could command and make it not bite you.
I can, and
That's
Grug's
true.
gonna pull his sword out.
Okay, no.
Actually, so Grug,
Uh-oh.
roll intimidation.
Become the alpha.
Becoming alpha.
Nat 20.
Oh my
Okay,
god!
so the raptor, upon seeing Grug brandish this weapon, who has seen this stance far too many times to take it for granted, bows her head towards Drow.
Oh
She has
my
trauma.
god!
You can pet now. Grug, help.
Thank you, Greg. I'm gonna reach through the bars and pet like really softly, like on her nose, not like the nostrils, but above the nostrils. You know,
Yeah, she's
the
gonna
long
sort of
part
like
of her face.
exhale sharply and like lean into it and then shake her head off and sort of back away a little. Still intimidated by Grug.
I'm gonna put the sword away and go, good girl.
You are so good. Do we have any meat or anything?
Rudy looks around and says, we are the meat.
Do we have any like spare arms or anything?
I've got something. Grug's gonna pull out the elf's head and throw it through the bars.
Oh my god, yes!
The raptor catches the head in between its teeth, but doesn't actually bite down, and then just drops it on the ground.
You don't want head? Sorry, that sounded really bad.
Whoa!
No, that is absolute canon now.
No!
This walks over head.
Rudy confers with the raptor once more and relays the fact that the raptor doesn't want to eat 3-day-old head.
She can tell? Perfect.
I mean, she is wrong. It's not 3 days.
Stuff.
It's
Okay, well, she could tell better than I could. I don't know.
it's been like 30 hours maybe.
3 days in her time.
I'm saying
Like,
Raptor
literally.
days, yeah.
We only killed it yesterday.
It's pretty freshly killed.
But no, she's gonna nudge the head out of the cage, like she doesn't want to be around it.
Okay.
Fine.
And
I'm gonna pick it
behind
back up.
you, you're gonna hear a slow, like, set of steps from none other than Fizzban, who has a giant chunk of fresh bear meat.
Drouthy is so fucking pleased.
And he's gonna just place it next to the cage, and just, here you go, girl. And he's gonna turn. He's gonna turn to Emerus and say, "Now your one I like, but this one might be hard to be around. You might want to get a leash on that one."
I didn't ask.
He was talking to Emerus.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Drow isn't actually gonna say
You're just
that.
being sassy in
but
the
that's really
background,
funny.
like
Yeah.
He's gonna sort of shrug it off and just focus Emrys.
That's my child.
So he's standing next to Vivek, and they both have the same expression of just, what the hell? Why is this here?
Yeah.
Why is there a raptor in a cage?
Yeah,
you
Fizzban is
not a
then gonna
big
stand
fan
next
of
to you
lawsuits?
holding the same expression.
Yeah.
Are you not a big fan of lawsuit?
Lawsuit. Fizzban's just like
Fitting, though.
rolling over it in his head, like lawsuit.
I wouldn't think too deeply into it.
And he's gonna just let out a sharp exhale, like a deep sigh. And then he's just gonna sort of wander, like start walking in the other direction towards the other side of the ship.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. You love the name. Thank you.
Oh god.
He's also gonna realize now that there is a head tied to the half orc next to him, and he's gonna inspect said head.
Uh-oh.
And
Oi,
he's
oi, oi.
and
Greg
he's
is gonna like shoo away.
No, he's gonna say, "Where'd you meet this fella then?" Looking at Grug.
In a shack.
A shack.
Big shit.
Yes. Stood over her.
You-
With Grug's Raleigh.
You met Melagor at a shack. He wasn't the type to hang around those.
Oh.
I don't know what you want me to say. I swear I met him.
Grog's like, and?
Was he with anyone? I don't see any other disembodied members of the governmental family here.
Oh.
No one else attacked me.
That's true.
Rudy's gonna intervene here and say, governmental family? And no one else was there. Just sort of shy away again.
But there was other people. They just didn't attack me, so I didn't take their heads.
He has a point. The man has a
Fizzban is
point.
going to ask about your experience with Melagor.
Okay. Greg is gonna retell it in Greg fashion.
Okay, so you're going to miss all of the points and basically just say that they were angry people in a shack.
Correct.
Wonderful. Yep.
Emrys is going to fill in the blanks.
Before Emrys even starts filling in the blanks, Fizzban is going to assess what Grug has said and actually piece it together. And he's going to say, yeah, well, no loss. I mean, you could march directly up to the government building with that hanging from your belt and no one would do a thing about it. He wasn't exactly the favoured of the twins.
Oh god, he had a twin. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he did have a twin. Still
You
does.
said government. Was he her king?
Not king. No, he a member of the trade guild that runs this city. Actually,
Just a member, not a leader?
there's no singular leader. It's they're democratic power.
It's a very big word for Grog. You need to break it down a little bit more.
Okay, so there's maybe 10 people who are all in charge, and they decide what happens together.
So now I'm one of the 10.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Guys, I think I gotta stay here. I think I've become powerful.
This man is sort of just like face palming. No, he was the brother of one of them. You don't take his position as an outcast for killing him. You've done his brother a favor.
So kill the brother. Okay.
No.
Come on, Bonk, we're going.
No. He's
You're
sort
already
of like,
on a ship.
he sort of like grabs Grug by the arm, pulls him back with ease.
Eh?
Uh-huh. With ease. Yeah. And he says, "No, you don't want to do that. You want to get this raptor out as per your agreement."
Yeah, we do.
All of
Get out my
you
tricks.
all of you realize that he hasn't been told about the agreement, so it's odd that he knows in the first place. But you are afraid of his show of strength that so easily stopping Grug from walking off the ship.
Yeah.
So you kind of just let him do his thing.
Well, I guess we've been kidnapped, guys. That's fine.
As he starts stepping off the ship, he says, "Oh, and when you do find Pez, give him my love. He's like a son to me." And he's looking at Emra saying this. And he says, "Don't let that thing eat him." Points at the raptor. And then he picks up the board used as an offboarding ramp for the ship, and he pushes it up and says, "Happy trails."
Thank you.
Wait, is there like a crew, or is it just us on this ship?
You are the crew.
Hoist the
Right. Well,
sails.
do we even know which direction we're going?
Rudy has experience with ship travel. He can actually captain a ship.
Nope.
He knows
Rug is
where
gonna
you're
run straight
going.
for the wheel.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
shit.
Rudy knows the direction you need to
Okay.
go. So he's gonna like direct everyone in his own way to go their own, like the correct direction.
Sounds good.
Captain Rudy.
Yeah. Okay, so Grug ran straight for the wheel. What do you do?
Drow's just gonna be like petting the fucking cage.
Raise the anchor, crew.
The anchor raises without anyone touching it.
Okay.
I love this.
Full
ship.
steam
Okay.
ahead.
The ship does nothing
What is
because
steam?
that saying does not exist in this world.
Sails down.
The sails open wide to take in the sea breeze, and the ship
Wind push.
unnaturally fast will take off
Yes.
in the direction of
Shit.
Fairwater City.
I am Captain Grug.
And tune in next time for the one shot.
Yippee! Yippee! Very exciting.
Oh my god, that ship. I love it so much.
Me
That
too.
ship is